champion for tonight's game between the Crandall Pirates and your Terrell Tigers.
Nobody told him to move over there. He told him 5 minutes into
This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Remember, fans, principals, and children
I'm finna go and get in the game. It's not even
promoting sportsmanship around the city. As fans, we ask that you do your part in helping us to promote sportsmanship by refraining from the derogatory remarks and gestures to players, coaches, officials, and other spectators.
No, but he's supposed to be over there. He's supposed to be down there.
It makes tonight's game possible.
5 minutes left.
Staff and all members of the band, cheerleaders, catch squads, color guard, as well as other school representatives and student organizations present tonight. We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate kindness and respect toward everyone involved. Remember that by doing so, we are learning about the rule and continuing to encourage competitive athletics and allowing all of us to feel proud of our communities and schools. We thank you very much for your attendance and cooperation, and we hope that you enjoy tonight's game. The officials for this game have been mutually agreed upon by representatives from the schools. And the rules are Clay Sharp, at line judge, David Chapman, at field judge, Alexa Ball, at bat judge, Mark Simon, at side judge, Jared Ninja. The umpire tonight is Sam Wicks. Fans at this time, please put your hands to the Captain Gracie Hamilton. Senior Cheyenne Samples. Senior Lorelei Little. Junior Haley Potter. Junior Emma Colbert. Junior Yolanda Waters. Junior Paige Newberry. Sophomore Lexi States. Sophomore Brooke Calloway. Sophomore Camille Gillespie. Sophomore Morgan Little. The chair manager is Allison Hamilton. And your mascot, Big Red. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's cheerleader of the week is Emma Coulthard. Emma is a junior and has been cheerleading for 5 years. Emma is the daughter of Clay and Ashley Coulthard. Congratulations, Emma. And now, in keeping with our Tiger tradition, please join your varsity cheerleaders in 2 bits. Fans at this time making their way to midfield. Student council members from Crandall and Terrell high schools are proud to continue a tradition of performing a goodwill spirit exchange to symbolize the ongoing spirit embodied in their purpose statement of promoting loyalty and service as well as pride and patriotism within the school and greater community. Students representing and exchanging gifts.
We're back on the air tonight at Memorial Stadium. It's homecoming night for the Terrell Tigers. We are it's great outside. The sky is clear and the temperature's right. And with me, as always, is Ray Dunlap.
Well, good evening, Chuck, and we missed you last week. How's your wife doing?
My wife is doing fine. She went through that surgery just very well. She's just having a few residual things and up and around already.
Jimmy and I were going to send you one of those little nurses' triangle hats and a bib.
I don't know if she would have wore that or not.
No, for you. Yeah, but good to have you back last week. Well, you missed a barn burner. I know you did the coach's show.
I did do the coach's show, and I was, like I told Coach, I was keeping up with it on my app. I don't own an old radio anymore, so I didn't listen to it, and I couldn't leave the house. Jimmy told me to get my truck and go drive around, but I couldn't do that.
Well, Jimmy's a good effort. Jimmy did a great job.
Excellent.
We played probably one of the most complete games we've played in a long time last week. You used to hear former Cowboy coach Jason here talk about all three phases. Last week we played in all three phases.
That's excellent, and I asked some of the right questions then to Coach. Last night we were up here in the press box watching the freshmen play last night, so let's go ahead and take our break and get into the coach's show so the listeners can find out what Coach had to say about the game last week and what he's got to say about Crandall.
Great.
So you're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Terrell High School's Studio 101.
All right, fans, now it's time for the music. Tiger fans, please stand as your Terrell Tiger Band plays our school song. Terrell High School is honored to present to you this year's homecoming court. To start, the Duchesses and Dukes for the underclassmen are as follows. Freshman Duchess, Aliyah Velasquez. Escorted by Duke, Austin Metz. Sophomore Duchess, Brianna Scrambler. well done, Terrell. Junior Duchess, Angel Hunt. Escorted by Group, Jack Smith. Congratulations to all of our underclassmen Dukes and Duchesses. Fans, big round of applause. And again, congratulations, underclassmen Dukes and Duchesses. And now time to begin the nominations for this year's senior King and Queen. For Queen, Rory Armendariz. Willie Jared and Dad Ray Armendariz.
I saw what you said. And your girlfriend's on the phone. Dude, I'm laying on people I don't know. Hi, I'm looking at you now.
Next nominee for Queen is Robin Nunez.
We're going to walk past that game. Hey, y'all are going to... You're not John. Y'all going to walk past that game. Hey, ma'am, is this one of yours? No, get her. Hey, man.
Madison Ward. Madison is escorted by her sister Katie Wood and her brother Blake Lewis.
Why? Well, I have all the ladies up there.
Our next nominee is Evelyn Ramirez. Evelyn was escorted by her mom, Lena Chavez, and her sister, Beverly Ramirez. And our final nominee for Queen, Audacious Lewis. Escorted by her father, Artie Lewis, and accompanied in spirit by her mother, Tanya Jackson. And now the nominees for Queen and King. First up, Colton Donkey Brown. Escorted by his dad Eli, stepmom Nikki, his sisters Katie and Addie, and his mom Cheryl. Terrell is escorted by his parents, Robbie and Wendy Rucker, and his sister, Tori. Our next nominee for King, Ryan Martinez. Ryan is being escorted by his parents, Felix and Shelly Martinez.
That's my belt. You stole my black belt. You bum. No, I was looking for that belt. No, I thought it was gone. You stole my black belt.
Our next nominee, Hassan Kavana. Escorted by his brother, Abraham Kavana. Our final nominee for King is Erwin Gardner. Braylon is being escorted by his mom, Monica Tamira, and dad, Kanye Gardner. Congratulations to each member of this year's homecoming crew. And a special thank you to Casey, Paisley, Owen, and Avery for helping present flowers today. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
Sit down. Sit. So you took my black belt and my George that I cut, right? Because that is the exact belt buckle that's on my black belt. Tell me I'm wrong because I did not put that on that belt. There's no extra charge. No, I didn't because I took no bro. I didn't. No, I didn't.
Here's bringing our new voyagers, our last
For
year's
God's
homecoming
sake, you guys
kings,
shut up.
Jahida Robles and Steven Martinez.
Told me to do my thing.
All right, it's now the moment of the interview. Your 2022 homecoming king is
So the only feelings on?
Dakota Rucker.
Let's go!
And now, it's our honor to present to you this year's homecoming queen.
far, they hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball, I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say, I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life, I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand, ayy. We on overtime, you don't need to understand, ayy. You just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play it safe. Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving, what we doing. Cause it can get dangerous. Cause it can get
Crandall won the toss. They will receive.
Ay, please don't play no games with me, I promise I'm too much. Ay, I can never let up even if you had enough. Ay, this ain't for the faint of heart, we always playing rough. I had enough, it ain't luck. I needed a vision, I needed ambition, I needed a mission to beat a submission with no intermission. I see the collision, the crash in the distance, they coming off track, no. Now when they ask what's the motive, don't talk like the show. They all about to see what I mean in the moment. I gotta keep going, I'm shaking the dice and I'm keeping it rolling, they already know. Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving, what we doing. Cause it can get dangerous. Cause it can get dangerous. Cause it can get dangerous.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, where the captains have been on the field. Our captains tonight are number 7, Darian Holmes, number 28, Aiden Walton, number 54, Marco Vargas, and number 60, Ornelius Brown. And we won the toss, deferred. Crandall received the ball in the opening kickoff.
Yeah, we have gone back to our strategy of a couple of years ago of, handing the ball over, playing defense first, seeing what we need to do. We went through a phase last year where nearly every win we had, we took the ball offensively because we wanted to control the clock, we wanted to control tempo, control the game.
Right, and that is kind of a little different. So, not that we don't want to control the ball, because you just heard that Coach wants to get into that ball control offense because Crandall's high-powered. Like you heard him say, they don't put anybody on the field that can't go the distance on offense. So he wants to get the ball slow. He wants to slow play it, play our brand of football, use the clock, and put their defense on the field, try to get stops to get their high-powered offense off the field.
And I'm telling you what, last week we did a tremendous job of controlling the football. We were able to, you would have loved the offensive line. Big 75 Wampa was getting outside and sealing things off so that people could get the end. Penguin was just a machine. 4 touchdowns early on, and then he came out and rested most of the rest of the game. Terry Davis didn't play a whole lot during the first half, but played some during the second half, had his running. Preston Kilgore intercepted a pass. They were just killing us with these little deep passes in the middle, and all of a sudden Kilgore steps in the middle of one, took it 60 yards.
You said it was a pick six, didn't you?
Yes, pick six.
Okay, that's an exciting moment for a linebacker, defensive end, whatever Preston's playing at this point in time, because those people don't get to touch the ball. Now, he's a little different because he does play some on the offensive side.
Coach Sedgwick told me last week when we were doing the show, we've been doing this all year long, and I did not realize that Kilgore was the deep snapper for punts, extra points, and field goals. And so he said that he was hitting him up, Coach, let me play running back. Let me play running back. And
Everybody wants to play running back when you're up.
Running back. And he said, you're a little too tall to be running back. And, and last week, Ambers and Travion Roberts did a good job filling in. We got players with extra time, and once we got ahead in the second half, we were able to get some more work out of them. We're going to take a break, get ready for the opening kickoff. You're at Memorial Stadium listening to Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM.
All right, here we are at Memorial Stadium, Leon Vineyard Field at Memorial Stadium. The Tigers have their backs against the scoreboard in the field. Crandall Pirates have their backs against Ben Gill Park, as we say. And when they're on the other end, we'll call it something else when they're on the other end of the field. Brunky's got he does not have the ball. Everybody's ready for the kickoff, but for some reason we haven't received the ready for play by Mr. Whitehat yet.
Well, and actually, Mr. Whitehat's way back in the end zone, and I'm hoping that we have Carlton Tidwell. He was at the same conference I was, and so he may be a little tired tonight, but hopefully he can give us our Mike Pereira level commentary that he usually does.
It is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so the Tigers do have some pink on, and I'll go over that after the Brunky kick. He kicks it deep. It's not going to be fielded by the Pirates of Crandall. It's 5 yards deep in the end zone. That'll be first down and 10 for the Pirates at the 25.
Yeah, back was their dangerous return, number 13, DeAndre Bowman. Bowman is having a really good year for the Pirates as a receiver. He's averaging a little over 40 yards a game, and so he was back there to receive. Fortunately, didn't have to do that. They'll take the ball on the
25-yard line. Pirates have twins to our sidelines. There's a handoff straight up the middle, straight run and dive play, and that back has some good balance. He gets hit by a host of Tigers, but not until after probably a 17-yard gain out to the 42.
Yeah, that looked like either Beekman or Terry Davis running for us on that play, carried half the Terrell defense with him.
Now they have trips to our sidelines. They are on the hash mark closest to their sidelines. It's going to be a toss out to the number 3 receiver. He's number 7, and he is a force to be reckoned with, according to Coach. He does put a shoulder into some people there and gets out to the 50-yard line. Looks like that's going to come up short, about a yard short, so a 9-yard gain, second down and 1 for the Pirates. They are going with some tempo. Twins to their sidelines this time. There's a fake in the backfield, and then he dumps it off to the back, who just kind of got outside and got into the flat. He's finally knocked out of bounds by number 11 over here on the sidelines for the Tigers at the there is a flag on the field, so they're not spotting the ball. The flag is at the Tiger 45-yard line. So that play is going to come back, probably either holding or lineman downfield, if I were guessing, from the spot.
Ineligible man downfield.
There
Look
we
at
go.
you,
Number 70
man. Just
of the
sharp
offense.
attack here
5-yard
early in the
penalty.
game.
So
Remains
right now it's
second
going to be second down and what is that, 7?
Yeah, second about 6. It's a spot
Second about
foul
6.
there.
All right. Twins to their side. They're on the hash closest to us. There's 2 in the a H-back and a back. There's the fake, and we have in the backfield number 10 with the Tigers. That is Preston Kilgore, who you said had a pick 6 last week. He's also one of the whatever you call the guys on the homecoming court.
Oh, one of the Kings or Courts.
Courts, let's just call it Courts. Crandall's back to the line of scrimmage. It's third down and 10 for them. There's play action in the backfield. He lets it fly down the sideline, and we got tangled up with number 7. So that's going to be big-time pass interference against us, and that gives Crandall a free
Yeah,
first
that's
down.
a shame because there's no guarantee he would have caught the ball. Hambrick on the coverage there just really looked like they got their feet tangled up. The officials were talking about it, and Laundry came out from every direction. So I think they're going to look and see what the spot is, and we'll be quiet so that they can hear the call.
Pass interference. Defense. Yeah.
We have to
spot
apologize
foul.
if there is no
Automatic
crowd
first
noise.
down.
We are having some issues with the stadium speaker system, the sound system here at the stadium. Have been having it for several weeks and been trying to piece it together so we can get to the off season. So it would be better. So if you can't hear him, we are sorry. There's play action in the backfield. It is a give, a read give. He fumbles the ball, but looks like he got back on it after looks like about a 2-yard gain down to the Tiger 41-yard line.
Yeah, just a quick gain of 2 yards. Fumble on the play, recovered back, and once again, Crandall quick to the line of scrimmage.
Twins to the wide side of the field, their side of the field. A little movement there. One in the backfield. Here's the toss to number 7. He was the number 2 receiver inside.
We had him.
Basically, it looks like a jet sweep coming, but he wasn't running real fast on the motion. We did have him in the backfield. If we were wrapped up, we would have been a little better off.
Yeah, we should have actually had him back there when we pinned him up. Would have been a great setup. But it is going to bring up third down now.
Third down and about 4, it looks like, for the Pirates. They have trips to their sideline. It looks like he's wanted to throw it out to that way.
There's holding.
And the Tigers have him all bottled up. He gets down to the 35-yard line. Had him early, and he squirted out, and he got down to the 35, brings up fourth down and a long 2 for the Pirates.
Yeah, there was some holding that they missed all over the place.
Twins to their side, single receiver to our side, one in the backfield beside the quarterback who is in the shotgun. They're checking with me, going to the sideline. Our defensive line has to be careful not to jump off sides or make contact at this point in time. There's a fake inside, and he's going to be close.
There's the ball on the ground, and let's see what the officials say.
The spot is at the 39-yard line, which is going to be short of the first down. I believe the Tigers will take over. There's your signal.
All right. First defensive stand of the game, which was a great job coming in. We had a pass interference, which could have easily been a no call. There was bumping on the play. which
It
gave
going
us the
both
first
ways.
down.
Yeah,
But-
it was going both ways.
So, but the big deal is we get a stop. I mean, Crandall came out moving the ball, and here's for the telltale. If we go down and score, I'm going to feel really good about this night.
9:20 left in this first quarter. The Tigers come out, regular set, tight end and wing to the right, one single receiver towards the Crandall bench. Toss sweep to number 20, Bingman. He's around the right edge, and he's off to the races down to the Crandall. Finally pushed out of bounds
Flag at
about the
27.
30-yard line. And Ray is correct. A flag that's being moved out to about the 39-yard line. We'll see what that is.
It's
It's
going to
be
be a block
against Terrell.
He had to move it out to the 40. He couldn't just leave it there where it was on the 30.
Holding.
Here's the thing
Number
about it.
14 of the
That
offense.
was great
The 10-yard
sealing on
penalty
the
for the
edge.
spot of
The
the
single
foul.
receiver and the lineman on that
As a
side.
result of the play,
And
first down.
Bingman does what Bingman does. He runs the ball very hard.
And he picked up an earned Travis Wilson first down.
He did, because even with the spot foul, it was going to be a first down anyway. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, great job by Bingman. And I'm telling you, last week I cannot say enough about the offensive line. That's just 2 games in a row that they've just taken over the game.
And we'll talk about that in a minute. We have a tight end on the right side, wing to slot rather to the left. Zone give, was that Terry or was that Bingman up the middle for a minimal gain? It looks like he gained about 1 yard, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers.
I could not tell coming in there. Also in for the Tigers is 24 Travion Roberts, but we pick up a yard.
Ball in the hash mark closest to the Crandall bench. Here's our normal set. Tight end, wing to the left, single receiver out wide. Coach Sedberry is not happy because we did not get set in the correct
Terrell, that's their first time out
offensive
of the
set.
half.
So with that timeout, we'll go ahead and take it with you. 8:31 left in this first quarter. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
Good block, good block.
Coming out of the timeout, we had a toss sweep to Bingman towards the Crandall sideline. And Bingman does what Bingman does. He gets out there with 2nd down and 9, and he got a good yardage down to the 42-yard line. 3rd down and a short 2 to go for the Tigers.
Yeah, let's see what they dial up here. We're in 2-down territory.
Yep, there's a lead dive to the left. This is Terry Davis, number 8. He gets the corner. He is going to get that Travis Wilson earned first down. Looks like he was finally run out of bounds. Going to be spotted at the 34, possibly.
Yeah, he has a great stutter step that is incredible, because with his stutter step, he throws the defense off kilter, and then he's got really good acceleration coming out of it.
And remember back a long time ago, we were talking to the coach, and he said Terry Davis is actually faster if he'll just go.
Well, his north and south is good.
That was an odd toss sweep to Bingman in the backfield. And I think that was a broken play. It had to be a broken play because Bingman got it. He was about to do what he likes to do. He stutter steps, and the kid from Crandall hits him about mid-thigh and actually knocks him down. If not, he had a lot of green on the right side of the offensive front, but he did go down for a 2-yard tackle for loss.
Yeah, they're talking on the field, and the officials are moving around and looking and trying to figure out what's going on there. They're not moving the ball back. I don't know that wasn't a design play to draw them off, because you only had that one guy, number 40, got in and broke it up.
There we go, double tight there.
Face
that
mask.
is a
There you
major
go.
face mask right there. So that was Bingman on the run over the right side. We went double tight wing, and Bingman, because that was ripped off his head, he will not have to come out of the ball game. That's a
Personal foul.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Face
That's a
mask.
personal foul.
Number
It's gonna
40
move
of the
ball up,
defense.
give us first down.
15-yard penalty from the end of the
Soon
run.
getting close to
Automatic
the red
first down.
And
Put
I'm
on
just glad
location.
Bingman were not hurt on that, because
Man.
those of you at home that can see it, you saw what I'm talking about. Those on the radio, it was quite violent.
Yes, I could describe it on radio. I mean, hands went in, and his head went in about 3 different directions, and there were flags coming from 3 different directions.
Every official on the field threw a flag on that.
Yeah, now we had one last week. You'll have to ask Cooper about this one. They'd be halfway marking off the penalty, and this other one would throw a flag just to be in the party.
First down and 10 from the 23 after the mark-off, a toss sweep to Bingman, toss lead sweep to Bingman over the right side. We are living on the right side now. We haven't gone too many times to the left. Bingman gets a long 4 out of that. I'm not going to call it foul, so let's call it second down 6 for the Tigers.
Yeah, good pursuit coming up. Number 11, Michael Collins, making some of the pursuit out there for the Crandall Pirates. Crandall defense hasn't really figured out.
Well,
the
we'll talk about that here in a minute. We have a twins look to the left side.
We moved.
Yeah, but he can get reset. That's Terry Davis coming to the left side, and several Crandall Pirates have him. He's all the way down to the 11-yard line, it looks like. What the receiver did, for those of you who are not watching, is the receiver kind of stuttered and switched his feet and got reset. And as long as he got reset for a second, he's good to go, because he didn't make a forward move.
Well, that is good, because that gives us the first down.
Travis
Davis's
Wilson
run gets us that Travis Wilson earned first down.
At the 11-yard line, we're on the hash mark closest to our bench. 5:29 left in the first quarter of play. We have the sustained drive going. Let's not knock on wood. We have the H-back and the tight end to the right side, and that is Terry Davis coming back to the left. So it's Terry Davis left and Bingman to the right. That's where we're living right now, and that's good yardage down to the 7-yard line. So first down, and this is going to sound weird. It's going to be second down and about a long 5-6 from the 7-yard line. We have a chance to get a first down inside the 1.
Yeah, and we've been living very well with going Davis left and Bingman right. That's not a bad combination.
Double tight look here, wing to the left. There's
Get out
Bingman.
there. Oh!
Bingman did not get outside. Crandall did an excellent job on pursuit going to their left side, our offensive right. Tackle for loss all the way back to the 10-yard line.
That's going to bring up a third and long, and they had figured out the right angle to go in, and it took 2 of them to get him down. They went down low and got him by the ankles. So let's see what happens here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Henderson do a little rollout to the left and throw out into the flats.
It's actually at the 9-yard line. There is your rollout to the left. He's looking back and throw it inside, and it tries to go to Bingman. There is a penalty flag in the end zone. If that's pass interference against Crandall, that is a deal breaker for them, because that pass was not thrown real well.
I think dying duck is one of the terms used.
We have 2
You know,
fouls
Let's
on the
see
play.
what Mr. Whitehat says.
Pass interference.
Ineligible
no.
downfield.
Ineligible against
75
us,
of the
so
offense.
that's not good for us.
Pass
so that's gonna-
interference.
Pass interference
it's gonna be
against them.
offset.
6 of the defense. Those penalties
Offset,
will offset.
so we'll just redo it.
Replay.
Redo it,
Third down.
Good call, though, Bray, on the rollout because we had a play action inside. He faked one back to the left, one back to the right, and then he rolled back out to the offensive left, which for him to throw the ball, he's right-handed. He had to set his feet and get his shoulders turned back the other way, so it's a hard throw rolling out to the left.
But he does just such a good job. That's a very effective weapon.
He's going to throw a
Pull
jump
it up.
ball in the back of the end zone,
Oh. Yeah, that was nothing more than just some good bumping in the end zone.
So that's gonna
we
bring-
did a little pushing, they did a little pushing, and we called it a draw.
3:51 left in this first quarter. We're going to go ahead. Coach is going to go ahead and send Brunke out there to attempt this field goal from the 16-yard line. So a 26-yard field goal attempt by Brunke.
You know, really, I'm impressed with the football here early on.
I agree. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. He pulled that back to the left. It was a good snap. It was a low kick, and he pulled it too much to the left. So without any points on the board, Crandall will take over 1st and 10 from
The 20.
the 20-yard line. Yeah.
20? Yes, 20. Yeah, I've got, you start on the 20 here, you start the 25 here, you start the spot here. Man, we have to go back to school.
Actually, you could argue that it was as a 4th down play. It should have been where the spot of the ball is.
You know? We could
Where
do
the
that as
field
well,
goal
but they
attempt
probably
was.
wouldn't pay attention to us.
Yeah. Crandall's got Twins to our sideline, one in the backfield with the quarterback. Play action there. He's going to look to throw the ball.
Oh, man.
Golly, we had him in the backfield once again. He's just going to try to throw it away. We're having good luck on our offensive line. Remember, Coach said that their offensive line is bigger than our defensive line, and they are athletes. Right now, our defensive line is doing an excellent job on getting pressure on the quarterback. If we'll just wrap up. There's a read.
Oh, yeah, good stick.
That's just a zone read. The quarterback could have either given it or taken it. He elected to give the ball to the run back, number 13. He goes to the right side of the offensive front. He gets out to the 25-yard line, so it's 3rd down and 5 for the Pirates. Another 3rd down. Twins, both sides of the field. One in the backfield to the quarterback's right. Have a little movement. We run into an H-back there. There's zone, not a zone.
That's going to be a first down.
Yeah, little shovel pass to number 12 over the right side, and number 12 gets all the yards needed plus some for that Crandall Pirate first down out to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, there's a huge size differential between number 12, Josh Smith, and number 2, Hambrick for the Tigers.
There's 22 out of the backfield. There was no read there. That was straight dive play over the left side of the Crandall offensive front. They are going with tempo. He's out at the 50-yard line. Twins to the Crandall side of the field. Single receiver down here. There is another zone read in the backfield. It was given to the running back. He's into Terrell Tiger territory down to the 46-yard line. However, there is a flag on the far side of the field, which sometimes means that we could have been offsides or holding one of the two.
Well,
Personal
foul.
face mask.
Oh,
number
well,
11
I
of the
was wrong on
defense.
both accounts there.
15-yard penalty
Big-
added to the
big
end of the run.
penalty against the
Automatic.
Tigers.
First down.
Did he call face mask?
He called face mask, yeah.
Okay.
All the way down to the 31-yard line, so penalty that hurts. 2:38 left in this first quarter. Twins to the Tiger sideline. Play action in the backfield, throws it out to the flat on the far side of the field. It is caught at the 17-yard line. The receiver gets pushed out finally about the 15-yard line. Another first down for Crandall.
Yeah, number 11, Michael Collins, picked up that Travis Wilson earned first down.
Handoff on the right side, and we had him shoestringed in the backfield. He kept moving his feet. He's running hard, and I believe he's in for a touchdown.
That should not have been a touchdown. We should have tackled him way, way back up the field.
Crandall runs this odd thing. It's really not a swinging gate because everybody's not on one side. It is a pod, and they are.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to spread everybody out because the quarterback has a chance to throw the ball or keep the ball from there. It's a hard thing to defend because it's basically everybody's got one person. So if you guess wrong and the quarterback keeps it, then it's one-on-one, and he has the advantage because they're so close to the goal line.
So I'm guessing they go for 2 every play?
I don't know.
Sure seems like with that right there, you've got an advantage.
That right there, you would think, because it works more times than it doesn't. 2:10 left in this first quarter. We'll just keep it right here and talk a little football, or a little about the night, or a little about the month. It's Breast Cancer Awareness. The Tigers are dressed in part of their new uniforms. They got gray tops, but tonight they're wearing white pants with the red helmets. But they're
that actually
wearing,
looks like a good combination.
It does.
Uniform czar would approve.
The pink comes in for Breast Cancer Awareness, and the Tigers have pink socks. And there are a number of them that have been wrapped in pink tape, or they have pink sweatbands around the wrist. Crandall Pirates have it teed up at the 40-yard line. Looks like he's going to kick it deep. He gets a good high kick. It's going to hit about the 4-yard line. It bounced. Oh, that was dangerous.
Was beautiful. Beautiful.
That was dangerous, though, because the ball took that. I'm not a golfer, but they took that chip shot, and it bounced back into the it hit about the 2, bounced back into the field of play, and if it wouldn't have had rolled out, it would have been a world of hurt.
Well, here's the thing, though. We're paying attention because a couple of weeks ago,
kick out of bounds.
We would have picked the ball
on the
up and
kicking
gotten
team,
swarmed
ball
at about the
placed
5-yard
at
line.
the 30-yard line.
Possibly,
First and
yes.
10.
So, I mean, at worst, if he had gone down and down the ball as a fair catch, we would have gotten it on 25. So,
another look at the Tiger offense. There's a trap play in the middle with Terry Davis following his guard back to the right side of the offensive front. Good, hard-fought 4 yards, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers.
yeah, leading the charges for the Crandall Pirates on that play was number 56, Zakiel Davis.
There is a misdirection play in the backfield. I believe that went to Bingman. He does a good job on the very awkward-looking handoff. He gets out to the 46-yard line. Another Travis Wilson earned first down. And the Tigers, with their own version of some quick snaps, there's another trap play to Terry Davis in the middle. He gets another 5, maybe 6. No, it's going to be 5. It's going to be 4 yards, 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers with a little tempo of their own. We're back to the line of scrimmage at the 50-yard line. Here's play action, and Linden's going to throw the ball across the middle, and that ball is incomplete across the middle, so that's going to slow things down just a little bit. 3rd down in that same 6.
Yeah, it was intended for 24, Travion Roberts. Actually, not a bad pass. Henderson did a good job of threading the needle, getting it through, and Roberts just could not hold on. Good defense by the Crandall Pirates.
I think that's number 7 there, that Samuel, and I can't say his last name. There, he is the
Omosayo.
You go right ahead and try that. He's their go-to guy on offense. He's a good-looking specimen. He goes about 6'3", and he plays offense and defense. Here's Davis once again on the straight give right up the middle. He gets the yards needed for another Travis Wilson earned first down. It's at the 42-yard line of the Pirates.
Yeah, number 2, Case Mumphrey up to make the tackle.
103 left on the clock. Lyndon Henderson.
Face
that is
mask.
another face mask.
Good grief.
There
you go.
There it comes.
I think that head linesman hurt us.
I think so, too.
He was the one closest to us. Because the one looking at it, He was learning officiating at the school
Okay,
of the
okay.
line.
Personal foul, face
Here's
mask,
the thing,
defense,
Linden was stepping
15-yard
up
penalty from the previous spot,
because the
automatic
Crandall
first
Pirates
down.
had good pressure on him at that point in time. The offensive line funneled everybody outside, but they collapsed back inside. So Linden was taking the appropriate steps to step up into the pocket and either look for another receiver or take off, and it was at that time where the Pirates grabbed him.
And I mean, they did a masterful job. By the way, Congressman Lance Gooden popped his head in to say hello.
Well, there you go.
Thank him for stopping by.
Tight end wing to the right, wide receiver to the right, and
Turn it on,
Binkson's
turn it on.
gonna turn the Jets on.
There you
to
go.
The right. He's finally brought down inside the 10-yard line. What is that? About the 12
About
or
the
the 11?
5.
I mean, the 6 or the 7.
The
I think it's
6.
going to be about the 6-yard line. Tigers are already to the line of scrimmage. Same formation, same hash mark. That's going to Bingman once again over the right side, and he's going to get down to probably about the 3-yard line. So it's going to bring up second and goal from the 3.
Yeah, let's see where they spotted over there. Real good play call by the Terrell coaches. It'll be at about the 2-yard line.
We're going to go to quarter. It's not at the 3. It's at the 2-yard line because we have 4 seconds left. Coach Sedbury is going to let it go to zeros here, and that does it for the first quarter for Memorial Stadium. It's your Terrell Tigers playing the Crandall Pirates tonight. The Crandall Pirates are up 8-0 over the Tigers, but they're driving close to the end zone. You're listening to Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio.
The Terrell ISD Excellence Foundation encourages excellence in education by promoting and funding a
quarter change. We're back at Memorial Stadium. We have flipped the field literally because we were on the end zone closest to Bingo Park. Now we're on the end zone closest to the scoreboard. Ray, you cannot make your comment yet before we make this touchdown.
Okay.
And then I'll clue everybody into what you said. Let you make your comment. Second and goal from the 2. There's Bingman. Straight dive play over the left side of the offensive front in for a Terrell Tiger touchdown. That took all of 4 seconds.
Yes, that is Terrell Tiger football there.
Now, we're doing our own version of the swing gate, which we have not seen this year. This is a true swing gate where we put all the linemen on one side with a couple of receivers and a couple of backs. Now we're going to move into something more similar to what Crandall did. Snap the ball, and it goes to Linden. Linden throws it. There is a two-point play. How about that? That's Terry Davis who shifted from the far side of the field, came and got set on this side of the field, so we matched the 2 point for 2 points.
We did. That was Hambrick with the catch, man.
Was that Hambrick
Yeah,
or Davis?
Markell, number 2, made the catch. Okay. That was flipping beautiful. I mean,
that was excellent.
Now, the officials are down there talking about to figure out if either team's doing anything illegal. and, you know, depending on which liquor store they picked them up from tonight, they may or may not know.
Maybe so. Now, you can make your point about the way that the Tigers versus the Crandall Pirates are playing on offense.
I do believe that we're outgaining the Pirates, and that really Crandall's success has been made by a couple of mistakes on our part. That both teams have committed untimely penalties. Not that there's ever a time to have a penalty.
But Crandall's done 2 for 30 yards. They've gotten more penalties.
Yes.
But 2 big ones for 30 yards.
And that certainly helped us on the last drive.
Correct.
So here's Crandall's big. Okay, they're bigger than we are. A couple of years ago,
on offense.
yes, a couple of years ago, if we saw the size differential, it would freak us out.
Oh yeah.
But now we realize that we have speed and skill that we can out finesse size.
Right. And we've made this point several times that Coach Sedberry has finally been able to have a true off season.
Yes.
And summer.
Yes. All right, so Brunke last week when he lined up like this would kick it short.
And he's going to pooch kick it, and they fair catch it at the 33-yard line. That's where Crandall that was 84 that fielded that ball for Crandall. Logan Wilbanks, they'll take over right there, which is just fine because when you kick the pooch, they either run it, fumble it, or fair catch it, so that's just fine. We'll start right there. Our defense is playing good enough right now. We've been in a couple of third downs where we should have stopped them. So let's see what they're going to do this time. Twins to the Crandall side of the field. It is a fake and then another fake. Play action and the fake toss outside. The quarterback keeps it over from the left side to the right side, and he gains 12 out to the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Crandall Pirates. They are quick to the line of scrimmage. Twins now to our sideline. There's play action in the backfield. Here's our lineman chasing him back, and he does get rid of the ball, but he can't get it to his receiver, which is my point a while ago. Our defensive front's doing a good job getting pressure.
Yeah, we got lots of pressure there. We had the quarterback on the move. He couldn't get set. Threw short to his receiver.
Correct. Pirates on the same hash mark. Twins to this side of the field. There is the give in the backfield to the big back, and I do mean he is a big back. He gets yardage down to the Tiger 43-yard line. It's another 1st and 10 for the Pirates.
Yeah, Chris Abram and Chris came into this game averaging 130 yards per game rushing for the Pirates.
Twins to both sides of the field for the Pirates at this point in time. One in the backfield beside the quarterback. He's got it. He is not going to throw it. That was just a drop back and a quarterback draw. He gets about 3 yards out of that down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good job by the Terrell defense getting him there. Crandall is, as you talked about before the game, a very diverse offense.
Yes. They have twins to our side of the field, one receiver up top. There is the zone read in the back. The quarterback decides to keep it. We do a good job. Who is that comes up from the safety position? I can't see the number. Is that number 6?
Yeah, that is number 6,
Darian
Pearson.
Good job by him coming up. It's 3rd down and a short 2 for the Pirates. Let's see what the Tigers can do here. There's another quarterback fake right up the middle. He does have enough for the 1st down because he got to the 31-yard line.
Yeah.
So the sticks are going to move once again.
Good job by the Pirates. They had that was a good play call, good execution by them.
Pirates going with a little tempo like they have been all night. Twins to the Tiger side of the field, one single receiver to their side, 31-yard line. One in the backfield beside the quarterback. There's a toss. There's the read. He's going to keep it. He's going to throw it across the middle to number 7. And
beautiful play.
Let me tell you what, Kanye Nix almost had him a pick because he read that just right. The number 7 from Crandall he turned from receiver to defender because he knocked the ball out of Kanye's hands.
Yeah, that's Samuel Omasayo.
Yeah, you keep saying that last name. 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates. Same formation for them. This time, the zone read is given to the back, and there is a host of Terrell Tigers that actually get him before he gets too far. He does get a good, 4 yards out of it? So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Pirates. They only give him 3. The scoreboard gives him 3. And our favorite person,
Danielle Jasmine's
back on the scoreboard tonight, so we know the numbers are correct. Not that the other person was not correct. There is they play fake in the backfield, and the quarterback lets it fly. Let me tell you, he threw it into a little bit of traffic there. good pitch and catch by the Pirates. It's first and goal from the 8.
And that was aided by a hold on Preston Kilgore that kept him from getting to the quarterback.
Preston has been in the backfield a lot tonight. There is just a straight zone give to number 24 in the backfield. The Tigers keep him out of the end zone, finally bring him down by a host of Tigers at the 3-yard line, so it's second down and goal from the 3.
We really need a Crandall turnover right here.
Twins to the top side of the field. Zone read up middle.
Good job.
And you know what? You need to say Preston
Kilgore.
Kilgore's name a little bit more, because right there he's in the backfield once again. Tackle for loss.
He shot the gap, got in, and just jammed it up.
Preston's playing the defensive end on the right side of the defensive front. Third down and goal from the 4 now. Twins to the top side. Single receiver down here closest to it. Zone read in the middle. The Tigers have him down short of the goal line. I believe he got inside the 2-yard line and didn't get any more, so it's fourth down and goal from the 2-yard line for the Crandall Pirates.
Yeah, this is big. Where you look for the old cowboy doomsday defense here. Yeah, don't you wish you had Bob Lilly and George Andre and Larry Cole up front? Oh, that would.
All right, the coaches and the quarterback have their signals down. Twins to the top side of the field. There's a zone read. The quarterback's going to keep it and go out to the – he's going to roll out. It's going to be an RPO, which is hard to defend. Number 13 for the Pirates kind of leaks out from the backfield and gets into the flat, because you have to commit. You either go for the quarterback and leave your person, or you stay with the person. The RPO works. Crandall didn't see what they wanted, so they're changing personnel for a traditional field goal attempt, extra point attempt, excuse me.
And who knows, could be a fake here.
Waiting for the snap. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 7:46 left in this half, it is your Terrell Tigers 8, the Crandall Pirates 15. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and tonight, Studio 101 from Terrell High School.
Let it go.
He's got a big leg. Good kick. You know, we're still using that all-in moniker, and that's good, because we're in an all-in situation here at Memorial Stadium.
Oh, yes.
Good ball game here tonight. The Pirates just scored. They're up 15-8 over the Tigers. The Tigers, Crandall he's got a big leg. He put it 8 or 9 yards deep in the end zone. Tigers have it at the 25. Here's a toss sweep. Trying to go to the right side of the offensive front, and I believe that was.
Well, if it holds true to form, Bingman's
Bingman coming this way. I was just trying to make sure, and yeah, that's correct. That was Bingman coming this way.
Davis checks in and Ambers checks out. That was the Bingman-Ambers combination on that last play. Picked up 2 yards.
Second down and 8 for the Tigers. They were on the 32-yard line. Play action pass.
Whoa,
He's
yes.
Wide open down here on the outside, number 24. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 24 That was Travion Roberts. Good pitch and catch by the Tigers.
That was it was a well-drawn play. He was wide open, and Henderson had just the touch he needed on that. I'm telling you, Henderson, and Coach and I talked about it last week with Coach Show, just from last year, just watching him progress through the year, and the way he's progressed even since the first game against Hallsville this year, he's just coming along.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about what a good game manager he's been this year. Toss sweep to the left side, and it went to Terry Davis. He gets back. He manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's from second down in that same 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's one of the rare times that they actually slow Davis down. But the offense is still playing a good game. We're getting our blocks. We're moving the ball. Now we're going into clock management. We're not trying to rush up. We're trying to milk the clock down.
6:19. I'm sorry, under 6 minutes. It's about to be under 6 minutes to play in the half. The Tigers have it on the 45-yard line. Two in the backfield. There is a trap play once again. We've run it several times tonight. Terry Davis gets back to the line of scrimmage. So the Crandall Pirates did a good job in the middle, third down, in that same 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, you know, the blocker, number 54, Marco Vargas, was down close to the first down to gain. And I thought that the back was right there with him. So I was following where he opened up the hole and looked, and Davis was delayed back at the line of scrimmage.
Marco Vargas, one of our team captains tonight. Tight end left, slot right. Glennon's going to look to toss the ball, but he elects not to toss it. Everybody's covered up. He gets down close to the 49-yard line, it looks like. It's going to bring up third. No, that's what I thought. Fourth down and 7 for the Tigers from no man's land. We either punt it or go for it, one of the two.
Yeah, Bronchi's coming on. We're going to punt. And the head linesman was getting an earful from Coach Marvin Sudbury Jr. about something going on downfield. And he is still, I mean, there's some preachers on Sunday don't get that wound up.
Nice. Here's Bronchi. He's standing back. Hold on. Here's Bronchi. He's standing back at the 35-yard line. Decent snap. Bronchi's got the ball up. He does all
beautiful kick.
And it hangs in the air, fielded at the 14-yard line. Crandall does a good job on getting around one, and then a flag comes in.
And I think they were holding or blocking behind the back. They were doing some kind of Crandall-ish illegal thing down there.
Thing. Now, what were you going to say about preachers on Sunday?
Marvin was about to have a really good altar call there because he was getting some preaching done to that head linesman. He was rather animated.
Now you go ahead and text him about passing a plate then. And let's see what kind of response you get from him.
Well, you know, with coaches, he'd probably say, "Okay, let's see what we can get in."
Illegal block in the back.
4:15 left in this half.
On the return team,
the
number 10
is again
because
we're trying to be funny over here. We missed the call. It was
First
against
down.
Crandall though. Ray was right. It was against Crandall. Probably a block in the back. I did not see it because we were trying to be funny. I apologize, but you know we're not that professional up here. We have a good time though, so it's going to bring up first down and 10 for the Pirates from it appears to be the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can waste time on people like Al Michaels that just the facts, or you can listen to a group that tries to make it entertaining for you.
Here's Crandall. They are back. The deepest part that they've gotten so far, there's a little toss
All right.
out of the backfield, and the kid's strong enough. He caught the ball. I wouldn't even call it a pass. I'd call that a shovel pass, shovel pass, whatever you want to talk about. Picks up about 4 yards. Second down, 6 for the Pirates.
I call it a bad spot.
Well, yeah. There's a straight give up the middle. The interior front of the Terrell Tigers do a great job on that. The Crandall Pirate running back, I believe that's number 22. Yeah, number 22. That'd be Andrew Anderson. He only gets about a yard, so third down and 5 for the Pirates. There's a play action out of the backfield, the toss out to their big number 7.
Tackle.
We need to hang on to him. It is a first down, and the reason why I say we need to hang on to him because that kid goes 6'3", and he's towering over our cornerback on that side. So we make contact. We don't let him get yards after catch.
Yeah, and he is averaging, let's see. Well, he's averaging about 40 yards a game. So.
Zone read right up the middle, gives it to the running back, gets yardage, good yardage there. Looks like he's going to pick up 6, second down and 4 for the Pirates. Going with tempo once again, twins to our sidelines. One in the backfield, there's a fake pitch, and the quarterback decides to keep it and try to get out the backside.
Good job defensively.
We stay at home, exactly right, Ray. We stay at home and get to the sideline. Trying to get you a number. I think that was Darian Pearson, number 6.
Yeah, and also out
him
there was
outside
number
bounds.
50, Cody Phillips from the linebacker's position. They changed personnel, so the umpire went and slowed down play a little bit.
Correct. They went to a tight end set this time. It was direct snap to the quarterback. He's over the right side of the offensive front. He is going to get enough going quarterback sweep to the outside. First down for Crandall.
Yeah, we need to get a stop on this on this series of 3 plays or 4 plays, whichever they go, and get a score before the half.
There is
All right,
pressure in the
get
backfield.
him. Man, he is elusive.
Yeah, he is, because we had him in the backfield and was given chase. Preston Kilgore was back there once again. He just was about half a step behind him. Crandall moving the ball, moving the sticks once again. They're out to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, just a little over 2 minutes left to go in the half.
Timeout, Terrell.
Well, let's take it with them.
Timeout.
You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football,
Ennis.
KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM.
It's time to bust a myth about GNS sales. Don't they just sell to contractors? No. GNS sales is open to the public. GNS sales has been supplying quality building materials at discount prices for 35 years. And they're open to the public. GNS sales is locally owned and operated, so the staff knows the area. They're your neighbors, involved in the community. So for your next home improvement project, large or small, check out GNS Sales, 4304 West Highway 80, just a mile and a half west of Highway 205. Quality building materials, discount prices. That's GNS Sales.
All right. Marvin Sedberry is still trying to get his 2 cents worth into the line judge and Mr. Whitehat, and he's getting it done. We're on defense, so Sedberry Sr. is, he's the DC, so he takes over. He lets Junior go out there and do the politicking with the striped shirts out there. And we're coming
It
out
seems to be an amicable, reasonable conversation.
I think so, too.
As much as you can have between a coach and an official. Coach Sedberry knows, although now he's looking back at his other coaches and saying something there, but it didn't get heated and animated with the officials. I'm sure he saw something, and we'll get to find out after the game.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Pirates from the 50-yard line. Twins to our sideline, single receiver up top. There's zone read in the back. He decides to keep it. Quarterback rolling out to the right. Going to be kind of an RPO. Did we catch that? We intercepted that ball.
Well, let's see if we're
Was he out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Let me tell you what.
Brown. That was Brown,
Thomas,
number 11.
yeah, he jumped that route. If he'd have been about half a foot inside, he would have had that INT for the Tigers right about the 30-yard line.
Yes.
All right, Pirates change a little bit. They are in twins to both sides at this time. They don't have the H-back in the backfield anymore with the quarterback. Zone read, play action, I'm sorry. He's going to go out. It's an RPO to the back. There's a flag on the field. The back is still up, being elusive. He is a good running back. He's got some feet to him. Finally brought down about the 30-yard line, but this flag is way back at the Tiger 46-yard line.
Yeah, don't know what it is, but it is in the
Holding.
area that usually doesn't bode well for the offense.
Right. And everybody's already moving back.
Ineligible man downfield, number 70.
So, and that's one of the problems you
5
have
yard
with an
penalty
RPO,
from the previous spot.
because the quarterback is trying to get out. The
Remain second
lineman
down.
have only so long, and they're taught you count. And then if the ball is not released, then you go get some more blocks. You get to that second, third level. And by that time, the quarterback might be outside, might have been over the clock, the internal clock, and you got a lineman downfield. And it's good for us because now it's still second down, but it's from 15 back instead of first down in our territory.
Yeah, it seems like you would want to do a pass run option, because the lineman probably won't be downfield
Yeah.
if you make your pass your first option.
All right, second down, 1:43 left in this half. I'm sorry, I'm trying to speed this game up a little bit. Second down, 15 for the Pirates. There is the.
All right, incomplete.
That's good. I was trying to get it out where it was play action in the backfield, and he led his receiver a little too long, a little too far out there. So that brings up third down, that same 15 to go. Now I'm going to do something.
Okay.
That one of my favorite people in the world, excuse me, Bradley Daniels, sent me a text a while ago. Said we're doing a good job. So,
wow.
So we've got somebody fooled, Ray.
That's it. That's it.
Bradley, hello, man. All right, Tigers doing a good job. Get him down. I think the forward progress was stopped there, so that brings up the
fourth and
down.
long.
Now, Coach Sedbury wants the ball with 1:19 left, so
yes.
he's going to make Crandall come out and punt this ball instead of them leaking the clock all the way down.
And
so,
let's see
timeout.
what.
Terrell,
if I'm Crandall,
that's their third and final
I am
timeout of the half.
not going to run a play and take a chance of Terrell getting the ball with a short field with a minute 10, minute 5 left, because our offense can score from those distances.
Located in Terrell, Texas, Pride Rock is a nonprofit organization that provides a permanent safe haven for abandoned, abused, neglected, or confiscated big cats.
Terry Davis has come
Home to more
on
than 30 tigers,
through the year
lions, and cougars.
has
Pride
done an
Rock's
excellent
mission is
job,
to educate and inform
along
the
with
public about
Bingman.
the terrible plight of exotic
Bingman
cats kept
had
as
more
pets.
years on him experience.
Visit priderock.org
as a true
to learn
friend,
how you can support the big
freshman,
cats
obviously, you
at
don't have
Pride
the
Rock.
But he was.
Well,
playing
wouldn't
as
it be
a
great
freshman.
if we could redshirt?
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, we may figure that out someday. I mean, there are educational studies coming out now that's saying that males do better if they start school a year behind females. I mean, it's neuroscience. It's not somebody making it up.
Come on, Ray, with the science. I like it. All right. Nathan Smith is listening to us out there. He's waiting on this fourth down play to see what the Pirates are going to do, whether they're going to fake it or whether they're going to actually punt it and they actually get it off. We're going to let it hit about the 17-yard line, and it rolls out of bounds. Smart by not going over there and trying to get on it. However, it is at the 5-yard line.
But you know what? A 95-yard drive right before half looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it would look cool. I think Fred would like that, listening to the Tigers at home.
Well, and I know that we got Dr. Bruce Wood watching us, and Ronnie Davis, and your mom.
Peggy Whelan's probably listening to us somewhere.
Yes, I know that John Davidson is, because he sent me a text looking for the Studio 101 link.
Okay.
No, we have a lot of listeners out there, and we certainly appreciate you very much, and we appreciate the comments that we get.
Good, bad, or indifferent. We don't tell you the bad comments we get. Those come from our true friends, though.
Yeah, I mean, does it really count if it's coming from Jim Cooper and Matt Lucas? I mean, does that?
All right, Tigers are all in tight, 2 in the backfield. We're going to be safe. Try to stretch it out to the right side, and Bingman gets nowhere. Crandall does what Crandall has been trying to do all night. We did not get the edge, and the clock was supposed to be stopped because Crandall took the timeout. We'll just keep it right here and talk through this timeout.
Yeah, they're going to get that. You know, I was a little bit nervous because I had meetings in San Antonio this week.
And, by the way, I don't know what you received.
Well, I am, as of about 11:40 this morning, for the next year, will
Crandall.
be the chairman of the
Clock
board of
operator.
directors for the
Thank you.
Texas State Economic Development
Very
Association.
nice, Ray.
The
Very nice.
Texas Economic Development Council, and we have over 700 active members of practitioners, so it's a state organization of economic developers. And you have to go through a 5-year rotation. So I've been started as treasurer 5 years ago, and today I got elevated up. Now, it's kind of funny. We have a fabulous staff. The staff is tremendous down there, and you get a gavel with your name on it, but they don't let you take the gavel home till your term is over because they're afraid you'll forget it for a conference. And so they handed me my gavel today, nice name on it and everything.
Then you gave it
and
back.
then they took it right back away from me. So.
All right, 1:02 left in this half. Second down and 13 for the Tigers. Deep. We need to get out of the end zone here.
Yeah.
And that toss sweep went to, that's probably Bingman there. Yeah, it was Bingman. And Crandall is going to take another timeout.
Their
scoreboard says
score.
we're out of timeouts, and the Pirates have 2 left.
Timeout.
That should not be correct.
Crandall, that's their second of the half.
No, they should be down
Clock
to 0
operator,
now,
please
Steve.
set the clock to 56 seconds. Thank you.
I thought they had one earlier.
I miscounted somewhere. I know we've taken 2, and this is their second one. So I'm not going to go against Daniel Jasmine, but I think each team has 1 left.
No, we used 3 because we
did
used
we?
1 in the first quarter, yeah. And
Okay.
we've used 2 here. I know we're out.
Okay, but Crandall should be down to 1. There's 56 seconds left on the clock.
You know, Danielle should just put it up to 0 just to see if we get the Crandall coaches a little riled up. Get them off their game plan.
Yeah.
Got to use that home field advantage.
She is out of practice. She hadn't
Yeah.
been with us for a few games. All right, we are coming out of this timeout. The Tigers are in not dire straits, but it is 3rd down and 10 from the 5-yard line, so it's almost dire.
So you're not going to do something stupid enough to give them points.
No, but what you are going to do is give the ball back to Crandall unless you make a first down right.
Yes. And we're capable of that.
We certainly are. 5-yard line. Here's the snap. The ball is given to Terry Davis over the left side. And look at there.
Oh, man,
there comes the holding
call.
Terry gets out to what looks to be the 13-yard line, and but the flag went up in the air in front of everybody from this side.
Now, if I'm Crandall, I would turn down the holding penalty.
Because you just move it half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you take the
you're
penalty.
not going to get any yardage out of it.
Yeah, I can see the side judge over on their side. They're saying decline it because then it's 4th down and 2 instead of 3rd down and 13.
Okay, if you
Personal
decline
foul.
it,
Illegal
Short
block.
down.
the ball
Below the
goes
waist.
to where
On
it
the
ended
offense.
up.
Where it's
Mr.
spotted.
That penalty
Mr.
be
Official.
enforced. Half the distance to the goal.
Even I know
Repeat,
that.
3rd down.
It's
Correction.
penalties decline.
Penalties decline.
So put the ball up.
4th down.
I just need to know where the spot is.
Yeah.
It's at the 8-yard. The 13-yard line.
There goes the punt team checking out.
Yep. Here comes Brunke, number 16. Like I said a while ago, he does
You have a
all of our
timeout.
kicking duties. And
Crandall, their third and
takes
final
their
timeout of the
last
half.
timeout.
Well, they want to get a chance to get a couple of plays in because they can move the ball quickly as well.
Correct.
And, I was looking here.
Now, the other thing that they're also doing is they're saying do not make contact because if they make contact before the snap, then it's automatic. I mean, the yardage gives us
First down, yes.
And then they've used all their timeouts for not. So that's one of the topics of discussion that the coaches are going through over there.
Yeah, and then hopefully with Bronke, I don't know if he's in the theater group or not, but hopefully if they got even we're close to him, he would be able to put on an Academy Award performance falling down.
He was in the bow group tonight out there on the field. Oh, no, Brunke, that was I'm sorry. That was Preston Kilgore. I'm sorry. I apologize to the respective parents.
You know that, but yeah, if Runkey if they come close and just even get air on him, if he fall down and at least take a chance to see if he can.
Chance for two, and you know, there's the coach talking to our side judge. He's pointing in the area where Brunke would probably be taking the snap. The white hat signal's ready for play, but the play clock has not started yet, so a little homerage right there. He's trying to start it.
The officials.
We are under center, so we're going to try to draw them off sides. I don't know about this.
Now, do you think
we're down to 10 seconds?
Do you think we have a play in here?
We do have a play in there, and there is the play, and there is a first down. The offensive line did an excellent job. We were all in tight, all stacked in.
Oh, man.
Offensive line, the big uglies up front. I can say that because I
Yes.
was one of them. They did an excellent job on moving the Crandall front. Now, there are no timeouts, and all we need to do is run some plays. And like you said, we are able to do
come
anything.
on, Linden.
Linden gets caught. Let me tell you what, Crandall did exactly what Crandall needed to do, bring pressure from the outside. We did not need to take that sack.
We were gonna score. I mean, the setup, the receiver was open in the mid-range of the field.
Correct.
And Henderson just didn't quite get the ball out there quick enough.
All right, under 10 seconds now for the Tigers. There is.
Go. Cut it out. There he goes.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, man, he cut back in.
He had a chance
What
to
a
get
way to
outside
end
and
the
run
first
one
half.
more play, but you know what?
That was beautiful.
That was fun. Chase Bingman did a good job on getting that out, giving all the credit to the offensive line on that the second to last play to get that first down. That was an awesome half of football. Remember, we get the ball coming out of halftime.
Yes.
So we get a chance to put our offense right back on the field and do some potential damage from there. But we're going to take a break here because we have my boss just walked in behind us, and you have an interview to do after the break. It is your Terrell Tigers 8, the Crandall Pirates 15. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101 from Terrell High School.
We are back on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101, and we are joined with Terrell Superintendent Dr. Georgia Ann Warnock. And so before we get started, I got to tell you, I just got back from the State Economic Development Conference, and it's always good to be able to brag on our school district. And when I talk to some of my peers, and they say, well, the school district doesn't talk to us, and we don't communicate, and we don't work together. And I said, well, you guys are crazy.
Oh, my gosh. We have to have such a great partnership. It's what makes our community so great. The partnership with the EDC and the chamber, the school district, the city, everybody just coming in together is what makes our community so outstanding.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And what's going to make it even more outstanding is when we pass this bond election, because It's not a wish list. It's not a Christmas want list. It is a needs list that we need to address.
It absolutely is.
All right, so how did this come into play? Does student growth have anything to do with this?
Absolutely. You know, Ray, when I started as a superintendent in January of 2020, we had about 4,700 students, and we crossed 5,200 kids this past week. You think that's 500 kids. That's an elementary school. I mean, a sizable elementary school. And we have been working with our demographers. We are projected to enroll at least another 1,500 students by 2030. So, I mean, we are already significantly outpacing this year what our demographers projected. So by 2025-26, we will not have any seats for elementary children in our current schools. We're almost at max capacity right now.
And talking to somebody that you and I both respect and enjoy listening to, I heard Dr. Ray Perryman this morning, and statewide, it's not going to change. That it doesn't matter whether you're in Terrell or whether you're in Dallas or San Antonio. That is a trend across the state.
It is, because Texas is a great place to be. Businesses are relocating here, families want to be here, and so we just are going to continue to see this growth, which is incredible, but also, you know, brings those needs for more schools, and so that we can educate the kids that are coming.
Dr. Perryman used the deal that I've heard Hal Richards use, and he says, you know, these people are moving here, they're not bringing their asphalt, they're not bringing their schools, they're not bringing us teachers, and we need to do that. So who developed the bond proposal? Was there a committee? Was there citizen input?
Yeah, that is a great question. We worked really for, I would say, about a year. We worked with, like I said, the demographer, and then we worked with a team that came in and did a full facilities assessment. I mean, they looked at every roof, every air conditioning, every floor and elevator, I mean, every single part of the district, and brought all of that information to a really diverse community committee. We had about 30, 35, parents, grandparents, business leaders, community leaders. They came, they toured every school, they looked at all of the data, all of the information, and that Citizens Facility Committee really designed the package to address the needs that they saw as they toured the schools and looked at all the information presented.
You know, and speaking of package, what are we looking at? What can citizens expect to see in the bond package?
Yeah, thanks for asking. We have planned in the package is a new elementary school to address the growth that we've talked about. We also have renovations at the high school that would enclose the east and west campus, and what that's going to do is allow us more space at the high school. So we're going to be able to grow the high school by enclosing the east and west campus, and also a lot of capital improvements. You know, think about HVAC, plumbing, you know, things that haven't been touched, some of those things since the building was built in the 60s. So that would all be there. We'd also have capital improvements and high priority critical needs like plumbing, electrical, and HVAC at all schools. Also, we know safety and security for our schools has been heavy on everyone's hearts and minds, and this would also include safety and security upgrades, weapon screening, detection, lighting, additional cameras, all of that kind of thing. And then new playgrounds at 3 of our campuses. And finally, what I'm really excited about is a new facility for our agricultural sciences program. Our program is exploding, and right now we're having to turn kids away because we don't have enough barn space. And so this would move that facility from 6,000 square feet to 14,000, which is a much better size for our district, and also have some classroom space for some of our growing programs.
And you know, FFA sometimes is the forgotten entity, and you know, I get tickled. There's some people that think food that just shows up at the grocery store, but if there are not people that start out like our FFA kids, growing animals, growing plants, then we're not going to have food to eat.
Farmers are the backbone of this country.
Yes.
And so I think just an FFA incorporates so much. I mean, it's everything from horticulture and, like you talked about, raising livestock, but also you think about our veterinary tech program. We have our welding program. You know, all of that is connected. And one thing that I think people don't realize is how much just great values are taught through that program. You know, the responsibility of taking care of an animal. I mean, rain, sleet, snow, sun.
Yes.
The kids are out there feeding them, taking care of them. I mean, it's really a great responsibility builder, and it brings in so many scholarship dollars for our students to be able to go on to college.
Exactly. And, you know, Terrell FFA runs the parking for the Terrell Jubilee for 4 days. I mean, that's not easy. I mean, Ms. Watson and her team do that, and they do it for the auction, and they escort people to their seats. And I bring that up, while it doesn't have anything to do with farming, it does have to do with their professionalism.
Absolutely. It's a really remarkable program. So it's something we're really proud of, and this bond opportunity would be able to give that program the facilities that they really do need, and make it, you know, continue to make that a crown jewel for our district.
Okay, so this next question is the one that everybody wants to know. But before I ask it, I want to remind people that the school district, since 2018 or 19, has lowered the tax rate by a tremendous amount of money.
Yeah, we have lowered the tax rate is 18% lower today than it was in 2016. So because the value growth has happened in the community, because there are so many people moving here, our board has been really conservative about keeping that tax rate as low as possible.
So now we're going to have some big, huge tax increase if we pass this bond?
We aren't.
We're not.
No. For the average homeowner in Terrell, this bond election would be about $7.50 a year. We're looking at no more than a 0.5% tax increase. So $7.50 a year for the average homeowner.
You know, and so I will tell you that I've got friends that will say, well, once you get to be 65, you ought not to have to pay school taxes. You know what? You have to pay it forward, because there were people 65 paying school taxes when I went to school to make sure that I had an education. Our daughters are in high school, and when they're through, I owe it to somebody else's kid.
That's right. I mean, it is a community. You know, our strong schools make strong communities, and strong communities have strong schools. The great thing for our taxpayers who are 65 and older is that we do have a freeze on their tax rate. So, you know, that they are not going to be impacted at all by this or any future bond election.
And if you're not going to be affected, do it for the kids. And I can tell you, just from this morning's session, listening to Dr. Perryman, that workforce is one of the biggest challenges that we have in the state.
It is. I mean, we are going to need thousands more highly skilled and qualified workers in order for us to keep this economy moving and growing the way that we want it to be. And that starts with our public schools. They are the foundation of our economy and democracy.
You know, I tell people that my dad was the youngest of 9 kids and sharecropper. They didn't have running water, and just one generation removed because of public education. You know, we're educated, we have jobs that pay well, and just the difference in the family dynamic in one generation because of public education.
Yeah, it's a great gift of this country. I'm so thankful that I get to be a part of the public education system and here in Terrell, for sure.
Well, you know, having a wife that is now going through her certification and teaching while she's doing that, I've always had a respect for teachers. In fact, I'm going to throw in a personal note. We both know that today I was honored. I became the chairman of the State Economic Development Organization, and on Facebook, the comment that means the most, I'll get choked up here in a second, is from my 5th grade teacher who is still proud of her students achieving stuff. And she was also the only teacher to paddle me besides a coach, and I deserved it.
Ray, I could see that you might have deserved that. I could see that.
I did deserve it, but I mean, just the impact, and and I noticed in the newsletter that you put out, and Robin coming home, kids are asking her, "Hey, can you come to my game on Saturday? Can you come to my this? Can you come to my that?" That the relationship that our teachers build with students, it's what makes our community good, great, and even better.
Absolutely. I mean, we have teachers that pour in to their students that are out, like you're saying, at those Little League games or ballet performances, or, going to cheer them on. Tonight I've seen so many of our teachers that, they don't have a child here performing, but they're here to support their children that are in their classroom. So
okay, so when does voting, how do we get this thing passed?
That's the big question. So early voting begins on October 24th, and it goes through November 4th. So that first week of early voting, that week of October 24th, it's 8 to 5. The second week, 7 to 7. And we have 2 voting locations here in Terrell. One is at the Excel Center, so folks can just come and...
If you're 50 and older and a member, come get you a workout and a vote.
Come get a workout and a vote, and if you're not a member at the Excel, you can come by to vote. And then also at the Terrell Sub Courthouse. We also, if I can make a plug, we have...
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, good. Well, we have some really fun events scheduled also for the next couple of weeks. For our senior citizens, we have our inaugural Silver Tigers event, and we scheduled this around our musical. So Beauty and the Beast is our musical. So our Silver Tigers, and you can get the information on our website. We'd love to have anybody come out and join. We're going to serve you breakfast.
Okay, now what does it take to be a silver tiger?
A silver
How
tiger.
silver do you have to be?
No, this is, for our communities, 50. You know what? We're going to let you decide if you're the silver tiger or not. That's your call. We're not going to check any driver's licenses or anything. But we're bringing a group out. I think we have about 50 signed up so far, and we're going to meet at the Excel and have breakfast, and then we are loading up on buses, and we're going to go to Burnett is our early childhood center. We're going to read to some kids and see some of the really neat things we have happening there. We're getting back on the bus, and we're going to check out the CTE facilities, so our robotics and manufacturing.
That's a tremendous place to go.
It's amazing. So we'll kind of show that. We're going to highlight the barn space that's out there, and then our Silver Tigers are going to get to come and enjoy a few scenes from Beauty and the Beast before we come back to the Excel and have lunch. So we're excited about that. We also are going to have our first ever, and I am thrilled for this. We're calling it Tiger Alley. It's going to be a huge tailgate party to kick off our senior night here at the stadium. So it's 5 to 7 on Friday, November the 4th. It's going to be at the Excel out in the parking lot. We have caricature artists, and we have strolling magicians and music, bounce houses, all kinds of food. There's going to be shopping. We have a pop-up shop from the rancher's wife is setting it up. I mean, it's just going to be a lot of fun. A mini pep rally that'll be there with our football and cheer and drill team. So just a great family fun event. So come have dinner, have cotton candy, you can vote while you're there, and then come on over and cheer on the Tigers for senior night.
See, that is so great. And again, I say it over and over and over again, but there are people across the state that don't believe that we work together like we do, and those that do, it's just incredulous to them that we're able to.
Wow. Well, that makes me sad, and I think they could just come here and have some lessons. We could give a little class on how we work together to make a really great community.
Yeah, somebody called the other day, and they said, well, we're going to need your CTE or your education involved, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to do that. And I said, in 2 phone calls, it'll be done. And they thought I was just being a smart aleck. And I'm like, no.
No, I'm serious.
I'm serious. We can get that done.
Absolutely. No, we so appreciate the partnership that we have. I want to make sure that anybody out in the listening audience knows that if you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to the school district. We are happy to answer any of your questions. And we have lots of information on our website at terrellisdbond.com. And it's there, everything from the demographic studies, all of the notes from the community meetings, what's in the package. There's just, there's a quick video that gives an overview of everything. So it's a great place to go and just get more information. So we just really want to encourage the greatest gift we have in this country as we see things that happen in other places. Right now, I am so thankful that we have the right to vote, that we have the right to participate in democracy, and we just encourage everybody to be out during early voting or on election day and make sure that you make your voice heard.
Yes, and thank a teacher and an administrator.
Amen.
And a coach. We were talking during fall break, most teachers got a week off, but the band, the drill team, the play, because Beauty and the Beast is coming up, the football team, the students and the teachers were all out here working, and you know what? That builds character.
It does. It does. And they work, and then they come and put an excellent product on the field or on the stage, and it's just a joy to get to be a small part of the good things happening.
And I got to say, I'm looking forward to Beauty and the Beast, because I have been hearing it in the back seat of my car for 2 months in different pieces. So I'm looking forward to seeing the whole thing put together.
Well, if it's anything like our previous shows have been, the community is in for a treat. Every time I go to see one of the performances, I'm just blown away. They do an incredible job. So,
well, folks, it's too late to register to vote, but if you're registered to vote, make plans to vote. Go early voting. Get it out of the way early.
Yeah.
And do it for the kids. Don't believe any of the noise and the distraction. Just realize that you have a school board that is fiscally responsible, that cares about the kids, and balances the finances of the parents and the taxpayer. So this is a very reasonable package.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Ray, for letting me
thanks
come on and talk a little bit about it. I always enjoy visiting. It's great.
Well, we are going to turn down our sound, and we are going to turn up the ambient noise and let you enjoy for halftime the Terrell Tiger Band. And we'll be back with a couple of comments right before kickoff. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football. Tigers trail the Crandall Pirates 15-8 at halftime. KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM.
If you love your high school, Texas Bank and Trust has a way to show your family. It's the Texas Bank and Trust.
Are you not hearing the band? Hope to be able to bring you the Terrell band, but somehow the ambient outside noise is not working. And but I will try to describe. They are in uniform. They last week, unfortunately, were eliminated from band competition. They participated in region and did not make it to area, but their theme, and I don't know if this will be the last time that they pull this out, is called Midnight Mass, and they have a number of white columns out there, and they have some stained glass window replicas. And we actually were more costumed during the competition than they are now. They're back in the band uniform. Man, we have the A-team here. We got Brant Davis and Michael Arndt, and Brant Michael's trying to get your attention from behind you. I'm trying to stop him from slingshotting you. These guys do a tremendous job. All right, so the Terrell band is on the field.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is get the ambient noise up so our listener, people on Studio 101 can hear it. They're trying to get it to where everybody can hear it at this point in time. And the issue is that Brant's about 30 seconds behind us, so he has to listen to everything happen first. But Ray, you were saying something about the competitions.
Yes. So we unfortunately were eliminated, and that, it's with high school kids, it's always interesting to see what's going on. Actually, after the game, after the competition, we go and she's all happy and we hug her and everything. So she thinks she did great. I go to pick her up at the school,
and it's a downer.
And it's a total downer because they had gotten the results in, and so it was interesting. But they are done with competition this year. They've been working hard. Stick around. We're joined by Council Member Mayrani Velasquez, which is a whole lot better because usually we've got Rick Carmona coming by. Man, this is a serious upgrade.
He was outside waiting.
Well, just keep him waiting.
No, he walked back outside.
It is good to have our council members and community members by. Jim Cooper trying to keep us in line. That's
he knows better than that.
I know. So Dr. Wood said that our interview sounded good, so that is good. We've got the band going. So Brant Davis is back, so can we hear the band on the radio?
We'll be quiet and let the band play. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. We're coming out of halftime, and remember that the Tigers get the ball coming out because we won the toss at the beginning of the game, and we will receive the kick here shortly after everybody gets off the field and the run-throughs get off the field. Let's go through a couple of scores from the district, and we'll talk about two people that we've already played, Princeton and Denison. Princeton traveled up to Denison, and at halftime there, Denison is up 34-12. We've already played Melissa, but we haven't played Greenville yet. And Melissa traveled out to Greenville, or down to Greenville rather, and the Cardinals are up 28-6, and that still has not gone to halftime yet. So the Melissa Cardinals are up on the Greenville Lions. We have played Lovejoy, but we have not played Mesquite yet. Mesquite and Greenville are the last two that we have not played beyond tonight. Mesquite traveled up to Lovejoy, and the Lovejoy Leopards are putting it on the Pirates. It's 28-0, and this has to be longer, more into the game than it is. It says the second quarter just started. Our second half just started. Preston Kilgore just called for a fair catch on the pooch kick, so the Tigers will take over at the 28-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, somewhere right. He was right around the 26, 27 when he caught the ball. So
we'll wait for the Tigers to come back out on the field. They are on the hash mark closest to our bench. There's a toss sweep to the side. That is to Bingman. I'm sorry. No, that is not to Bingman. That's to number 24. That's Travion Robertson.
Yes, sir.
That's running the rock there for the start off of the second half, which was a good 7-yard pickup. So it's going to bring second down and 3 for the Tigers. Good first down play from that.
Nice way to start. That's yours.
Where's yours?
I took mine off.
Oh, okay. We're talking about the foam pads that go over the microphones, folks. All right, here's the Tigers. They're set up on our hash mark. Play action in the backfield. Lyndon Henderson has room to run, and he does take off around the right side. He gets into Pirate territory at the 49-yard line. A flag comes in after he steps out of bounds.
Way up in the air.
Yeah.
Like they're having a contest or something. And it is against us.
Personal foul.
The coaches over there.
Late hit out of bounds.
No, it's against them.
15 yards
Personal foul
out to the end of the run. First down.
Probably what they did was push him late as he was stepping out of bounds and called the personal foul. So let's move that ball all the way down to the Pirate 35-yard line, and let's keep this ball rolling down the field. It's several plays have started the second half off well for the Tigers.
You know, that personal foul out of bounds, that's been a call that they've not called as often. They've let the players play, and if it's been a gray area, they've not called them unless they're just really egregious. So it'd be interesting to see what happened over there.
What a word, egregious. Twins for the Tigers. Here is a lead dive play over the left side of the offensive front. That appears to be Terry Davis. Let me get you a number on that picked up 7 yards on that first down. We're going to give it to Davis because I can't see the number. It is Davis. So second down and 3 for the Tigers from the 28-yard line.
Well, I can tell you who the block was. It was big number 75, Josh Wampka.
My favorite number.
I know, and Jim and I made sure that we took care of that last week.
Tight end left, slot right. There is a good-looking
nice
trap play in the middle. It's a crossing play in the backfield. Bingman tried to follow the lineman from left to right, and he does a good job. He gets almost to the first down marker at the 25-yard line. Third down in inches for the Tigers from the right hash mark.
Okay, now look at that. Looks like jumbo package is going in on 3rd and inches. So, okay, just bear with me a minute because this is crazy thinking. But setting the jumbo package up, I wonder if he's got some kind of little trick play that that lulls them into a sense of security with Jumbo.
Could be. Let's see. There's Bingman that runs the rock over the right side. The Jumbo package was lined up left, which means there are extra players stacked behind the tight end and the tackle on the left. But Bingman gets the rock and goes back to the right side, to the weak side of the formation, and does pick up the first down, which is another Travis Wilson earned first down for the Tigers at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, that was no trick play. That was our constant trick play. Give the ball to Bingman.
Give the ball to Bingman and let him go. Exactly right. First down from the 19, first and 10 from the 19, 9:16 left in this third quarter. Clock is running. Toss sweep to the right to Bingman. Pretty good blocks on the outside from the lineman and from Terry Davis leading it up in there. Looks like he picks up 4, so let's call that second down and 6 for the Tigers from just outside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, just steady ball control by Terrell. I mean, it's obvious the better job we can do keeping the ball out of Crandall's hands, better off we are.
Double tight. No, I'm sorry, it was not double tight that time. It was tight end left, slot right, wide receiver right. Ball goes to number 24, Travion Roberts. He was back in the backfield once again on that third down play. It looks like did we lose yardage on that?
No,
he
gained yardage. It's third and about 4.
Third and 4 on that. So
yeah, we had a little misdirection, little heebie-jeebie, little helter-skelter.
Little heebie-jeebie, the man said. All right, tight end and wing to the right. There is a lead play it goes to Davis, and he's going to be in easy. He was touched by a Crandall Pirate, but there was no stopping Terry Davis on that lead dive to the right, off the right tackle behind Wankpa and his counterpart over there. That is a Terrell Tiger touchdown. With 8:06 left, we got Brunke in for the extra point attempt, waiting on the snap. Snap is good. Ball's down. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
All right.
So with 8:06 left, I'm sorry, I couldn't see the scoreboard. 8:06 left. It is a tie ball game here at Leon Vineyard Field at Memorial Stadium. It's your Terrell Tigers 15, the Crandall Pirates 15. We're in a shootout, folks. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101 from Terrell High School. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Brunke has got the ball teed up on the hash mark closest to our bench, the left hash mark, I'll call it that. And Brunke's going to kick the ball off, and it's going to go deep. It's going to hit about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Crandall lets it go, so they'll take over on the 25-yard line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how our defense comes out and manages this series. I'm sure Coach Sudbury Sr. has made some halftime adjustments. And really, Shuck, in the first half, we missed some tackles or we'd be ahead in this ball game.
For sure, for sure. Now, we missed some for number 7. He's a specimen. Number 22 in the backfield, he is a hard runner. He's Bingman-esque. There's a play action in the backfield that's thrown out to the flat. Simple out route. Actually, it's a stop route on the Crandall sideline. It was caught at the 36-yard line. That's enough for a Crandall Pirate first down. They're going quick with tempo. H-back and back in the backfield with the quarterback. A little play action again from the backfield. Yep, and that is the H-back, number 48 for Crandall. He gets out to the 46-yard line, 47-yard line.
They're going to do it about the 42.
42. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm 1 yard line ahead. Second down and 4 for the Pirates. Twins to the wide side of the field, one in the backfield. There is the zone read play. The Tigers getting right at the yard again. It depends. It's going to depend on the spot. They are pushing him back. Yes, it got out to the 47-yard line, so they're going to move the sticks.
Okay, so we're not getting penetration all of a sudden. They're doing a zone read, and they're blocking us very well right now in the front.
There's that zone read. He's gonna want to throw the ball, and he does to the out route. It is incomplete because he throws it a little too far outside. Give me that Bob Euchre.
That bobbler just a little outside.
To number 7, their stud receiver. And people, if you're listening to us, he goes about 6'3". He is a good looking specimen. He's probably one of the better looking receivers that we've seen this year. There is a zone read play. It's going to be a wide sweep, and the Crandall running back loses his feet. He tried to do a cut, so he gained about 2 yards out to the 49-yard line. 3rd down and 8 for the Pirates.
Yeah, number 11, Brown, helped him lose his footing on that.
You're right at the top of the Tiger head on the hash mark, the right hash mark, if you want to call it that. He's back to pass. This is all going to be all pass unless he decides to bring it down, which he does. He brings it down and tries to run it. The Tigers stop him right at the 41-yard line. That is going to move the sticks. 31 and 11. 31 is Jared Guajardo, and number 11 for the Tigers, Thomas Brown, were in there to make that stop, but it was a earned first down. Number 22 has the rock. He goes to the left side and bulls over several Terrell players, uses his leg strength to get down to the 26-yard line, moving the sticks once again.
Yeah, right now, Crandall is on the offensive line just imposing their will against Terrell Tiger defensive line.
H-back number 48 in there is doing one of those jobs that he needs to do. I would be a little remiss if I didn't look at the offensive lineman for Crandall, who, like you said, they're doing a better job this half than they did the second half. Tigers finally get to the quarterback and wrestle him down inside the 20-yard line.
But they wrestled him down after a 9-yard gain.
I believe they're only going to give him 7 on that.
Okay. Well,
which is better. 2nd down and 3. It's a long 2 by the scoreboard. I'm not going to argue with Danielle Jasmine. There's a zone read play right up the middle, and the Crandall running back is running with a passion. Gets all the way inside right at the 5, it's right outside the 5-yard line. They're going with tempo. Twins to our sideline, and there's a zone read up the middle once again with the same back. The Tigers are having none of it.
Man.
Oh, my God.
What a second effort.
Exactly. Number, 24 for the Pirates, 24. Chris Abram. He did an excellent job on getting into the end zone on that second and third effort. Yeah, because we had several Tigers on him. Now, I'm going to go back to something that you said. They led off with that very wide pod look, extra point attempt, and were successful with it, but the last several times they haven't run it. They've gone back to a traditional extra point attempt.
They realize how goofy it looks.
I remember we ran the same formation.
Well, it looked goofy for us too, but
5:02 left. The Pirates go up. It is your Terrell Tigers 15, the Crandall Pirates 22. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. Coming out of the break in between the touchdown and the kickoff, and the Crandall Pirates try a pooch kick. He pooches it out of bounds, so the Tigers will take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10, 5:02 left. The Crandall Pirates just scored, so we're down a touchdown at this point in time. We're waiting on the Tigers to come on the field. They're getting instruction from Sedberry, head coach Marvin Sedberry. There is some
the officials are having a discussion because they haven't even started the clock yet.
Yeah.
And here's what I don't understand. I don't understand in a game like this where the teams are evenly matched, pooch kicking, you'd want to kick that thing and make sure that you don't let them get anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Lyndon Henderson under center. He fakes, and we got a double move. Number 14 had the ball running down the sideline. It was just over his inside shoulder. Malachi Livingston just couldn't haul that in, but it was a great double move by both the receiver and the quarterback, and I think that's an excellent play call myself.
Oh, that was a super play call.
Tigers back. They are in twins formation. We're going to toss sweep to Bingman, and we're going to change field. Bingman does what Bingman does. He keeps his feet, and he's running into his own lineman. Now he's trying to outrun everybody from Crandall. He gets all the way into Crandall territory and finally run out of bounds at the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. Big gainer for Bingman on that. He started right, came back left, and then went all the way back right.
Hey, it looked like one of those old dance moves. We're going to dance over here. We're going to dance over here. We'll slide it back.
They finally spot the ball at the 28-yard line on the hash mark closest to the Pirate bench. Tigers are on the move at this point in time. 4:41 on the scoreboard clock left in the third quarter.
Hey, by the way, Nix is out wide this side.
Well, that's okay because Terry Davis is running the rock right up the middle. We had raised exactly right because we don't usually get into a wide to both sides, but we did that time. Instead of running a tight end wing, we ran two wide outs with a tight end in there, and then we ran a trap play up the middle with Davis on his strong legs. We're lining up in the same formation, single receiver to both sides. Tight end is to the right, and we're going to look back and throw the ball up for the jump ball, and that's to Kanye. There was some bump in there, but there was no pass interference.
That was what officials ought to do.
Correct.
And Carlton Tidwell, if you're watching, I hope that you agree with that because they just let them play on that one.
All right, third down and that same 2 to go.
Now, Hambrick had some good catches last week. Hambrick split out this side.
We're going to go back to Davis running the ball because we need that first down, and Davis does a good job going directly to the right side and then putting his foot in the ground and turning it up, getting the first down inside the 20-yard line, actually inside the 15-yard line or the 14-yard line. First down and 10 for the Tigers. They can gain another first down inside the 40.
Yeah, that's amazing. You can see the coaches having a good time on the sideline, calling the plays and dialing things up.
All right, we're back. We're going to try to the corner again to number 2. Now there was a lot of bumping right there.
Interference. It looked like the official just ignored it.
Yeah, and he's going to let him play. That is another incomplete pass, trying to throw it to the back corner of the end zone.
Okay, talk me down out of the tree. Crandall defensive back never turned his back toward the ball. He completely played the receiver all the way, never looked up for the ball, and pushed him right where the ball got there. Is that what you saw?
I did see that. I hope the cameras that we're doing, now we're going to try it to the other side. And that was another play where the Crandall defender did not turn around at all. Now, we couldn't see whether he had his hands on him or not.
Yeah, he did. I didn't see interference on that side, but the one over here, the official was looking straight at it. So,
yeah.
Pass interference is one of those things that unless it's really egregious, I said it again.
Now
let them play.
Yeah, now the problem is that we've thrown 2 incomplete passes. We were on the move. It's 3rd down and 10 from the 14 still. So Crandall's coming on a blitz, and we eat it up. There's Terry Davis. He is in the end zone with a 2nd and 3rd effort, and he did fumble the ball, but I think it was across the plane of the goal. The call from this side, Judge, is touchdown for the Tigers, and we are going to take it at that point in time. Great run by Terry Davis, right up the gut.
All right.
Hi, Brent. Brent Davis, great Brent Davis, keeping
really
all the technical stuff going. Here is Brunky's kick is up. It is good. So we have tied the ball game once again with 3:24 left in the 3rd quarter. It is your Terrell Tigers 22, Crandall Pirates 22. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. Welcome back on the ensuing kickoff. Brunky kind of hits a line drive, and that kind of drifts over to the Tiger sidelines. And the Crandall Pirate receiver picked it up, and he started running. He did get it out to the 28-yard line. However, Tiger didn't touch him. His own man made the tackle.
Hey, we'll take that. Saves our guys. Our guys don't get hurt. Gives us a little extra rest there.
That's right. 3:19 left. Pirates are in their twins to one side. The quarterback reads it, and he decides to keep it and come over to the right side. He's finally pushed out of bounds. Spotted at the 34-yard line, so a good run by the quarterback, a good read inside by the quarterback to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Pirates.
Yeah, it looked like they were holding on the interior.
Once again, they zone read inside. There is
they did catch the hold in that time.
Yeah, well, what they did was they're going to call a face mask on us, and that's going to be a personal foul, 15-yard penalty.
Well, there should be offsetting penalties.
Holding.
Oh, there's a holding
Number
call.
70 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Hey.
And you didn't call the other one. That's what the quarterback's coming over
down.
and saying, what's the deal? Where's the face mask penalty? Well, sorry for your bad luck, but we got away with that one. I can see that one up here even with my glasses on, but we got away with that one. So that pushes the Pirates back. It's 2nd down, and I would call that probably 15 to go. Jasmine says 2nd down and 14, so we'll go with her. There's a zone read in the backfield.
Okay,
there's another holding.
Again.
Yeah, what they're doing is raised exactly right. We got so much pressure off the edges that they have.
I mean, I've slow danced with my wife and not held her that close.
God, dang, Ray.
Good grief, he's about to dance with the guy, slinging him around.
But back to football. Good pitch and catch by the Pirates. They move it out. There's a zone read in the backfield. The give is to the running back. He is out close to the 49-yard line. A big pick up there for the running back from Crandall after the nice pitch and catch. 2nd down and 3. That's a long 3, Jasmine. I'm going to call that almost 4. So he's looking to run. That's just a quarterback draw all the way. And we know that he can run some because he's done it several times tonight. He gets all the way into Terrell Tiger territory, down and finally pushed down at the 27-yard line. So a big gainer for Crandall.
Yeah, I want to give props to DeAndre Bowman, the receiver. He had a Terrell guy blocked on the ground, got up and got another one.
There's a play action in the backfield. The quarterback pulls it and throws it to said number 7.
That's a
Samuel
couple of big
O.
guys.
Samuel O. We've got a flag on the field once again, so maybe we're going to start calling the holding
on the offense.
On
Number
the
48,
Pirates.
10-yard penalty
Back
from the
them
previous
up
spot.
and negate a good pitch.
Repeat,
catch.
first down.
And that's music to my ears.
I picked that term up from Carlton, by the way, pitch and catch, and I liked it, so
yeah.
I kind of kept it. So, Carlton, I give you credit for that, man.
All right, well, they're back behind the chains now.
1st and 20 for the Pirates, as we used to call them when I was coaching in Wiley. We'd call them the Pirates because we used to play Crandall every once in a while. And now they are number 22 does run the rock very good. He gets 10 of that. He gets that 10 yards back, a penalty yardage back, 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates.
Yeah, Carlton's hobbling. The auction sure wore out his old referee knee last week.
Yeah, I imagine it did. Twins to their side of the field. Zone read, play action. He's going to try to throw it over the top. All right, number 2. There's Markwell Hambrick coming in.
What a job!
He pulled it down with one hand and then brought it to his other hand and pulled it in. Great job.
That's a great job. You know, Hambrick has had 3 or 4 of those. One game against Lovejoy, early when we were still in the game, he had one that held up and one that unfortunately was waved off because of the penalty. Just a tremendous job by Markel Hambrick. Tigers going to be deep in their own territory on the 5-yard line, but what defense and what a drive killer. Now, this is one of those that we need to gut it up, control the ball, shove it down their throat, and score.
And eat clock.
Yes.
1:09 left in this 3rd quarter, and there's the lead dive play. Excuse me, I can't get that out. Crandall does a good job on bottling that up. I believe it's going to be a minimal gain of about 2 yards, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers.
Okay, very good discipline. Because there was nothing malicious. The Crandall guy stepped on the Terrell running back, and the Terrell running back wanted to retaliate, but knew better. So that kept us from losing yardage on penalty.
Play coming in from the sideline. That's Darian Holmes, one of our captains for the night, one of the receivers that we have who's running the play in. 28 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. There's a toss sweep to Bingman over the right-hand side, and he goes nowhere. That defensive end for Crandall did an excellent job, and that's actually going to be a big tackle for loss back to the appears to be the 4-yard line, somewhere in there. So it's going to bring up 3rd down 11 after the quarter.
All right, that is counting down. All right, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. It is 22 for the Terrell Tigers, 22 for the Crandall Pirates. You're listening to Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM.
Is your financial strategy personalized to you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situations change? When you work with Andrea Reese, your Terrell Edward Jones financial advisor, she focuses on what's important to you. You work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and
All right, coming out of the break, in between quarters, we have flipped the field. The Tigers now have their backs against Bengal Park. It is 3rd down and 11 inside the 5-yard line. There's a toss sweep to the right-hand side, and trying to figure out who got that ball. It had to be either Bingman or Dravion or – no, that was Bingman that got the ball. He got it out to almost the 10-yard line. So the Crandall Pirates did a good job.
They did an excellent job on defense, shutting us down, and it's not a good thing. Brunke is going to need to just relax and boom one of the kicks that he's capable of booming. Sometimes he puts a little pressure on himself and ends up shorting them in situations like this.
Now the Crandall punt returner is back at the 48-yard line, and Brunke shanks it, and it hits about the 33-yard line, then bounces out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So the Pirates have a very short field to work with.
And that's what I was talking about. That's one of those deals where he's got a little bit of pressure and knows he needs to get the ball downfield.
Yeah.
And just doesn't quite get it done.
That's okay. The defense has done a good job. I mean, it's a tie ball game. There's 11-12 left. The Pirates take over. They're on the hash mark closest to our bench. There's a zone read up the middle, and the Pirate running back has it. He does get about 5 yards on that down to the 25-yard line. Good strong run by number 24 there for the Pirates. That's Chris Abram. And the Pirates are set up. They have the twins to one side, single receiver to the other, H-back in front. And then there's a zone read. The quarterback decides to keep it. And I believe the ball came loose, but I think the Pirates got right back on top of it.
They're going to go with a hurry up. Oh, let's see.
It's 3rd down and a long one.
Okay,
the Pirates.
Official wasn't marking yardage. He was just.
Yeah. Wide side of the field has the twins. The receivers have flipped. They're trying to draw us off sides, and that was a quick snap afterwards.
Did get them a 1st down. Almost got them a fumble, though.
Almost did. Inside the 20, so they're in the red zone right now at the 17-yard line. Twins to our side. This is all quarterback run to the right. There is a flag that comes out that is usually in the area of holding.
Yep.
Usually. Let's see.
Holding or chop block.
Yeah, let's see what the.
Let's get the chop block because it's 15 yards.
That's one thing tonight. That's a holding call against the Pirates. That's one thing tonight that the Pirates have done to themselves is those penalties that hurt potential drives.
You know, as Mayor Rick Carmona says, unforced errors will kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's going to be a long 20.
Yep, 1st down and 20 from the 27-yard line. There's the snap. The play action in the backfield is thrown to the flats on the outside. Number 7 has it. Their big, tall receiver. There's another flag in the backfield, however. The
personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 50 of the defense.
So that's going to negate everything we did defensively.
Correct.
And give them a 1st down and goal to go.
Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
You're exactly right, Ray. And it's going to be inside the 10-yard line. The ball is placed at the 7-yard line.
And I can't, we don't have replay. So we got to work on that for next year. We don't have replay, but.
So it's 1st and goal from the 8. According to the scoreboard, this is all quarterback run to the right. He's trying to pick and choose where he goes, and the Tigers do a good job on stretching that out. He does get some yardage on it, so it's 2nd down and goal from the 4 now.
All right, this is where we need a really big defensive stand here.
Twins to our side of the field. There's motion out of the backfield. So the quarterback's the only person down there, and he's up and in. He just picks and chooses his hole. He does exactly what he's supposed to do, is pick and choose where the hole is. So the quarterback for the Pirates, that's Luke Moffitt, gets in for the Pirate touchdown, and they're into that pod extra point. However, automatically here comes the other personnel to move into the traditional extra point attempt for the Pirates.
Yeah, the failure to take advantage of that interception is going to come back to haunt us.
Snap is back, and the kick is up.
Oh. Man, Hambrick made a really good attempt at blocking it.
He sure did. He sure did. 8:52 left in this ball game. It's your Terrell Tigers 22, Crandall Pirates 29. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK, 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. Welcome back to Leon Vineyard Field here at Memorial Stadium, where the Pirates have just scored, and we're waiting for the kick to come from the Pirate kicker. He's got it teed up on the hash mark, the right hash mark, closest to their bench for the ensuing kickoff. Let's see what he does with it. It's going to be a long kick. He's going to kick it into the end zone. It's going to hit. Actually, it hit out of bounds, but it was already past the goal line, so that's going to be a touchback for the Tigers, bring it out to the 25-yard line.
Yes, and offense will go to work there. I really think we put undue pressure on ourselves because we were at the 5. Mentally, the guys just should have said, okay, we're at the 25, we're going to do this. So they started putting pressure.
It could be the point.
Not to make a mistake. And you know how it is. I've got 2 daughters, and one of them's job is not to make a mistake. Well, you don't get as many places by trying not to make a mistake.
We're going to start behind the chains because we had a wide receiver out
Illegal
there,
substitution.
and then all of a sudden he runs off the field. That's a legal participation.
Remains
so the
first
Tigers
down.
move back 5 and start from there. So now we're at the 20-yard line behind the sticks.
You're coming out of a break. Coach Sudbury, I think, was a little animated in his conversation down there.
Well, that's one of those mental mistakes that hurts because that was only somebody listening on the sidelines because we're coming out of the break. You already talked to him on the sidelines. Crossing pattern inside. There is Bingman, and he's going to hit the ball. He's going to hit the ground running. Gives a stiff arm, gets a few extra yards, and there's a melee going on. Number 28 for the Pirates had number 40. Let's do this. Bingman got to the 47-yard line, so that's where the ball is going to be spotted at the 47-yard line. The unsportsmanlike has to come in from either our aspect or their aspect, and our lineman that was tied up with the Crandall Pirate had him blocked out of bounds. He was blocking him out of bounds. The Pirate defender kept a hold of his face mask as he was being run out of bounds.
Okay, let's see what the white hat. Okay, Sudbury is animated. He'd be good like on the Saturday mornings when you need those animated cartoons. What character could he be? His body language is there'd be a whole YouTube video of this.
Yeah, and I think what he's trying to do is argue the call of the player out of bounds. So the penalty looks like it's going to go against the Tigers because they're moving them all the way back.
Well, now
And here's the call.
Personal foul. Number 70 of the offense, blocking out of bounds. First down.
Okay, it was after the play.
No, it was during the play. It was during the play.
Man, see, that's, again, those are self-inflicted wounds. Yeah, I was watching the ball and missed the fracas totally.
Well, when the flag went up, I was trying to watch Bingman, but then caught sight of the lineman and the Pirate player on our sidelines because it got back to the railing here at Memorial Stadium.
There were a whole group of them on there.
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay, Sudbury's talking about the ball spot.
I think
he realizes he's at the end of his rope.
Yeah, he needs to get out of bounds. Really, what he was doing, here's Linden. He's going to shovel pass it out to Bingman. He has nowhere to go because you're doing a shovel pass into the boundary with several defenders there. What I think Coach was talking about is Mr. Whitehead was calling it second down, which it really wasn't second down because of the penalty. The box never changed. The scoreboard never changed. Now Mr. Whitehead says it is second down at this point in time.
We need to come up there. We've got a play in our book. I don't know what it is. You may, but we need to have a big gainer here.
A tight end wing to the left. Needs to be toss sweep to Bingman and let him get outside just like that. He gets a lot of that yardage back. It's going to bring up a third down and 8 or 9 for the Tigers, but they're in a better position at this point in time.
Much better position.
3rd and 9 for the Tigers from the 26-yard line.
Okay, Hambrick is in offensively. Hambrick, Kanye, and Kilgore have been playing on both sides of the ball the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Hambrick's just a really, really good athlete.
You put your best athletes on the field. Tight end. Oh, we got a false start. Can we shoot ourselves in the foot anymore?
Number 88 offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Left, slot to the right, wide receiver to the right. But tackles are moving. What we're going to do is it was going to look like call it old school power if you want to. We're going to pull the backside guard and tackle around to the left side and try to get the corner and get Bingman and or Terry Davis out on the edge.
So let's see how much respect they have for our passing game by looking and seeing how deep they play their safeties on this.
They're not very deep.
They're
10 yards from the ball.
So we certainly could take care of.
There's Henderson. He's got to throw the ball out, and Terry Davis is met automatically after he catches the ball. There is a flag on the field at the 8-yard line, so that's going to be roughing the passer. That's going to be an automatic first down for the Terrell.
Roughing the passer.
First
down, defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Okay.
Now, the problem is Linden came up, he was limping.
He was limping, but the good thing about him, he's kind of tough. He's like that card kid in Texas. A little bit of limp doesn't slow him down very much.
He's walking it off right now. 7:18 left in this ball game.
That was huge.
Now they're marking it off. Coach was kind of waiting until after they marked it off. Now he's talking to number 14. That is Malachi Livingston. He's giving Malachi the play to take into Henderson. So they both run it in and talk. Henderson is not running with a limp. He was walking with a limp, but he's not running with one. We have a single receiver to both sides, tied in to the right, 2 in the backfield behind Henderson. There is Terry Davis straight up the gut. We're going back to bread and butter to run the rock and eat some more clock.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so Coach, let's start thinking ahead. We score a touchdown. Do we go for the tie, or do we go to one of the little weird 2-point formations and take a point lead? They're not going to give you all night to think about
They're not going to give me all night.
No,
we go into trips formation towards the wide side of the field. Here's Terry Davis over the right side, and he gets out to the 47-yard line. So it's going to bring up third down and a short to the Tigers. I think I go for the tie and play overtime rules.
Play overtime rules.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to tell you on that play, number 63, Carlos Salinas, opened up the hole on the outside for Terry Davis by sealing his guy inside.
Very nice.
Great block.
Single receiver at both sides, tied in to the right, two in the backfield. Here's Linden, toss, lead, sweep, back to the right. There is Mr. Bingman running the rock. He gets into Crandall Pirate territory down to the 42-yard line. Another Travis Wilson State Farm agent earned first down.
They turned number 40, Hudson West. They spun him 360 with the block. We had 3 blockers hit him, just turned him around. Good job by the Terrell offensive line there.
Tight end wing to the right. There's a crossing pattern in the back. That is Bingman. He's coming back to the right. He gets down to the Pirate 35-yard line. A good pickup of 7 for Bingman right there. Second down and 3 for the Tigers.
By the way, I know you were doing the right thing and taking care of your wife last week, but we did miss you at the Civic auction.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. It looks like y'all had a fun time at Mardi Gras.
You know what? It was a really good auction. I don't know the final numbers yet, but it was a great event.
Tight end wing to the left, and there is Terry Davis right up the gut. And he is going to be in for the Terrell Tiger touchdown.
Yes.
I love it on a quick hitting play, a trap right up the middle.
Was just up the middle.
Right up the middle. That's the strength of Terry Davis's legs and the speed of Terry Davis, because he outran several secondary people because they were kind of surprised that he was on top of beforehand.
Okay, here's where we can talk about mistakes and unforced errors. That roughing the passer call on Crandall made this possible.
Yeah. All right, Brunky's kick is up, and Brunky's kick is good. Now it's finisher point.
Followed Coach Whelan here. They're on the same page.
Yeah. Don't talk about Coach Whelan because he makes mistakes all the time. But what that does is that ties us up at 29-29, 4:46 left on the scoreboard clock for the quarter. Everybody has their timeouts.
Yes. So let's just keep it right here because I do not want to miss a bit of the action. And I know the folks back home don't either. The officials getting the ball up to the 20-yard line for Brunky, and they're having a conversation with Brunky now on where to kick it, where not to kick it.
And the person he's talking to is Sedbury Sr.
Well, 2 weeks ago, he and Sedbury Jr. had a heart-to-heart about where to kick it. We're human beings, and things aren't going well. And you go, okay, well, let me do this a little different.
Yeah. All right.
This is a pooch kick.
Yeah, it's got to be because he's only 2 steps back. He's on the hash mark closest to the Crandall bench. It's up. There is the pooch kick. Run under it. There's a fair catch, and that is going to be at the 38-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, and Chuck, I do not understand that because we're totally capable of kicking away from their better returner and getting it out of the end zone.
And I would understand something there, but I learned something, and I'll tell you what, that on a pooch kick like that or on an onside kick, if somebody calls fair catch, you can't go interfere with the ball. You have to let them try to catch it first. Because I was watching the Tech game a couple of weeks ago, and there's 22 out of the backfield for Crandall. The Tiger defense has him wrapped up after a 4-yard gain. And what happened was Tech was going to go for the onside kick, and they got the ball, but the man on the end of the line of scrimmage called a fair catch. You have to let him try to catch it. Tech lost that, and they got the ball back. Here's another dive play right up the middle. It was over the right side of the offense. It was over the left side of the offensive front. The running back gets close to the first down at the 49-yard line. The first down at the 50.
We cannot let them win those battles because time is not on our side right now.
Third down for the Pirates. They were on the hash mark closest to their bench. There's a straight give to the running back, and he gets enough for the first down. He's in the Terrell Tiger territory at the 49-yard line. 3:56
Now, I'm happy
ticking.
for Travis Wilson getting the first down. I'm just not happy for Crandall.
That's right. Now, one thing that Coach needs to start thinking about is the use of the clock and the timeouts. There is the dive play right up the middle, and he got extra yardage on that because it was such a quick hitter over the right hip of the center, second down, and a long, now let's call it second down and 5. No, it's second down and 4 from the 43-yard line. Twins to the Tiger bench, single receiver up top. There is zone read. Once again, the running back is just, he's wearing us out up the middle. There's another Crandall first down. He's down to the 35-yard line.
They're going with hurry up to try to keep us back on our heels.
Well, and there is something to that. The quarterback pulls it. We are in chase, and he's going to be run out of bounds at the 28-yard line there. 2:50 left in this ball game here at Memorial Stadium.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little uptight over here.
Well, yeah, because one thing, if they keep going fast, that gives us time to run the ball. I mean, to get the ball back if they score. If they don't, then we have our timeouts to use. Twins to the Tiger sideline. There's this was going to be quarterback all the way. It was not really a zone read because he really didn't put it in the breadbasket of the running back. More like just a play action, then he tucks it and goes. Third down and short for the Pirates. Let's call that third down and 2.
We need to stop here, force them into a decision, field goal or go for it.
That's correct. 2:30 left, and there's this straight give, and he gets it. He's a strong runner, that Crandall running back. He's down at the finally forward motion that stopped at the 23-yard line. So the sticks move. Travis Wilson gets another mention there. Excuse me. The clock is ticking. We are almost under 2 minutes. Now Crandall is slowing down just a bit.
Sure, all they need is a field goal. Now there was something interesting defensively there. We put people in the box, and then all of a sudden we shifted and went more to a pass defense. And when we did, we left the middle open for the running back.
Yeah. And Coach saw that, so here comes the use of the timeout. It's 1:41 left on the scoreboard clock. I believe they're trying to put a few more seconds back up there.
Terrell.
Put 1:46 up there.
It's our first timeout of the second half.
That's our first charge timeout of the half.
So, strategy here. You've got, I haven't seen how strong their kicker is. I didn't catch him in the pregame.
Yeah, but just watching him kick extra points, he's got a pretty good leg. Yeah, he's got a strong enough leg. Your strategy here is to you really would rather kick a field goal than score a touchdown because you are under 1.6.
Hey, a turnover would be better.
A turnover would be great at this point in time. But your use of timeouts comes into play here, and that's what Coach is doing at this point in time. That's why he burned that timeout on that first down play. Zone read up the middle once again, but we've got to get a stop in there somewhere, and we did not. That's going to be enough for another Crandall Pirate first down. The sticks are going to move. He is inside the 15-yard line, in between the 13 and the 14-yard line, and the clock continues to roll. Now, Coach is kind of stuck at this point in time on the use of timeouts because based on the first down play here. Zone read once again right up the middle. Unfortunately, that was a lot of yardage, and Coach does take that timeout with 1:13 left. We are down to one
Terrell,
timeout.
that's their second timeout of the half.
We need at least 2 stops to force them into a decision.
Yeah, we need an opportune turnover.
Yeah. During the timeout, let's go over some scores here. Like I said, Melissa traveled out to Greenville. Melissa Cardinals put it on the Greenville lines tonight, 49-27. The Princeton Panthers went up to Denison, and the Denison Yellow Jackets just put it all over the Panthers. It was 67-19 there. Lovejoy and Petite played in Lovejoy tonight, and it was all Lovejoy, 63-3.
Wow. You know, it doesn't, I mean, we're down to 2 games after this one in the regular season.
That's correct.
It just seemed like we just started a couple of weeks ago, doesn't it?
It really kind of does. Pirates second down and at 4. They can make a first down. Okay.
Why do a first down if you can just make a first down?
Okay, now here's the deal.
Do they do their little doohickey?
No, they're already putting their bringing their extra point, regular extra point.
So we could go score and do the little doohickey.
We could. We have a minute left. We have 1 timeout. That's the only thing. So if we run any pass plays, we have to go to the sideline with it. The ball is up and the ball is good. The kick, rather. The ball did go to the upright. Say it again.
Hambrick is going to get one of those. He had a clean shot coming across.
He's getting close. All right, so 1:09 left in this ball game. The Pirates are up 36-29 to your Terrell Tigers. And here's the coaching decision that coach has to make. If we run the ball, which we do well at a lot of the time, then the clock runs, especially if we run it in the middle or off tackle and run it away, which Bingman and Davis have the opportunity that they can take it to the house at any point in time. If we pass the ball, this is just football 101. I didn't see what you're doing.
Look who's back to get the kick.
Oh yeah, Bingman and Davis. Yeah, there you go. But if you pass the ball, you have to throw it out to the sidelines.
But we do have some people that can catch it. You can throw short passes to Kilgore, and he's got enough oompa to get out of bounds and get the ball moving.
Yeah, but if you throw it across the middle and get tackled inside the sticks, then you're burning the clock. You only have 1 timeout left. Big booming kick, and this is going to go into the end zone. It hits 9 yards deep in the end zone.
No time.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. 109.
Okay, this is a gut check moment. You don't want to put too much importance, but Marvin Sedbury has built his program up to where this could be a defining moment.
Correct.
Because we've already seen these young men buying in, and now if we take this ball and go down the field and score, you talk about some kids that are really bought in.
Correct.
Hey, your guy Wonka, he's got a little extra juice here late in the game.
All right, we have Twins to the wide side of the field, which is, well, not the wide side, it's just the side closest to the bench.
Ball start.
There is procedure penalty against the Tigers.
5-yard penalty.
That hurts.
Still remains first down.
Don't have self-inflicted injuries, illegal procedure.
Yep. All right, Marquell checks in. He's going to go all the way across the field. He's going to be on the Crandall sideline. He's joined out there by Kanye. Look at what you got outside. Here comes Bingman to the left side. Bingman's got to get outside. There it is.
Hey, that looked like
there's the flag. There's the flag right
That'll
there.
Be 15.
Yeah. 101 left, and we're going to move it up 15 yards because it was out of bounds.
Yeah,
coaches want the face
number 9
mask.
is pleading his case out there. That's Aiden Ross.
Yeah. Here's the call from Mr. Whitehat. Maybe.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds. Number 9 of the defense.
15 yards.
15-yard penalty.
Move the ball
First down.
without taking any time off the clock. I mean, after
It took 7 seconds.
7 seconds on the run, but we add 15 more without any time coming off the clock is what I meant to say. So we're out to the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball is on the hash mark closest to our bench. Kanye is way out wide. Bingman is in the twin set out wide. Terry Davis is in the back. There's Lyndon Henderson. There's the out route to Bingman, and he gets out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Stops the clock.
Stops the clock. 55.3 seconds, because we have seen Bingman in either the slot or the number 2 receiver outside, and he can catch the ball and run. So let's put him in space.
He can catch it. He can throw it. He can run it.
For sure. All right, Malachi Loonston checks in. He brings the play in. He's going to go to the short side of the field. 24, Travion Roberts. And is this Bingman in the number 2 slot out here? Lyndon's rolling to the left. He's going to throw it to Bingman. It's
what a
catch.
Job. What a job. Great catch by Chase Bingman.
Yeah, and he's into Crandall Pirate territory, 50.6 seconds. And let me tell you, number 7, their hoss on that side of the ball, on both sides of the ball, number 7 for Crandall, was covering Bingman right then. And Bingman,
I'm telling you, the guy is good.
Yeah, the kid is just good. Can't say enough about him. We've been calling his name for the last 3 years, All right, Bingman's in the number 2 receiver outside, out there with Marquell Hambrick. They're on the wide side. Crandall's going to run.
Get the football!
No, Crandall got it.
Dang it.
Terry Davis and Lyndon Henderson, they miss the handoff inside. We were moving the ball down the field, and we fumbled the ball in the backfield. That gives Crandall.
That gives them the ball game.
That basically gives them the ball game, because we only have one timeout. It's academic at this point in time, because there's 46 seconds left. That is a heartbreak right there on a well-played ball game on both sides.
Yeah.
Crandall and Terrell.
Man,
this has been a good ball game to watch, except for that play right there.
That just kills you.
Yep.
That's a gut wrencher. All right.
Crandall is in victory formation, because all they have to do is snap it and down it. And there's the down, and the scoreboard clock is under 40 seconds, and the play clock has just started, so there is no difference. Crandall does not have to snap the ball again in this ball game. That, like you said, is a gut wrench. That fumble is a gut wrench. Now, kids played well tonight, both sides of the ball.
Yep.
Actually, let's take a break, and then we'll come back and talk about it. So the Tigers of Terrell scored 29 points tonight. Unfortunately, the Crandall Pirates scored 36 points tonight. We did hold them under their 49-point average tonight. But that's the ball game here at Memorial Stadium. We'll come back to you with some closing remarks. You are listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. All right, coming back for some post-game remarks. The players are still on the field. They're still going through the line, shaking everybody's hand or high five or knuckles or whatever they do out there. Coach is trying to get them over to the sideline so he can huddle them up and talk to them about it. You didn't call it, but you called it a gut wrench, and that's absolutely what it is a gut wrench after a good effort on a back-and-forth game that was fun to watch.
Yes, it was fun to call. It was fun to watch. It really, we played good football tonight.
Yeah.
These are high school kids, and they really played a good game. We just had a couple of inopportune mistakes at horrendously inopportune times.
Correct. Now, what the deal is for us there, and Coach alluded to it, so he didn't go much into detail. We talked about it a little more off air when I was doing the coach's show. He talked about having to win 4 of the last 5 ball games. Okay, so that puts us in a must-win against Poteet
and
Greenville. Yeah. Which both of them teams got blown out today.
Yeah, and I think that we have the capability. Folks, what you want to do is really, this is help Shuck and Ray out. We'd really like to broadcast a game from Jerry World, and so we're going to need to go deep in the playoffs to have that happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, they might not ever ask us back there.
They might not. They might not. Even if we played at the Star, they might not ever ask us back. But, here's the deal, though. We need some help at that point, or the Terrell Tigers need some help to get into the playoffs, because that throws it. If we were won tonight, we would have been okay and have been in. But we need some help from some other teams to next week. And I can't remember what Coach said, and I haven't looked at it. But we need some help from one of the 2 teams. Lovejoy and Melissa are in because they're top dogs. They're clinching tonight.
They're Alabama and Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we need a little help, but we've got to win the last 2 ball games. We do need to win the last 2 ball games. So,
not 1 out of 2, not a tie.
Yeah.
We need to win. I do want to mention and stay on the safe side. We know for a lot of folks may not know that our good friend Benny Lampkin's having a few health issues. So when you say your prayers, just say one for Benny.
Throw one his way.
He is Benny is just one wonderful person that on game day makes things around here extremely pleasant for us.
That's correct.
So, Benny, if you're listening, we hope you get better.
Absolutely. All right, so next week
we were at Poteet, and I checked out the stadium when I was there for band competition the other day. They should be able to accommodate us in the press box.
I've been to Memorial Stadium before. There is a radio booth up there. It's not very big, but it's there. It's inside.
Well, as long as it's bigger than the 2 of us, we'll be in good shape. And
if I remember right, they serve pizza. By the way, let's do that.
Diana Tidwell.
Let's give a shout out to Diana Tidwell and her crew, because they do a phenomenal job. I give Crystal a hard time all the time when they're here, because I'm always asking them when we're going to eat, and they always tell me that I can't eat yet. But Crystal and Diana do an excellent job doing the press box here. Tonight we had fajitas, and they were excellent.
That were excellent. And